Hey everyone, and welcome to the stream. Welcome to another open table game. My name is Aaron, better known on Board Game Arena as webberaj, and I'm about to jump into another open commentary game with 3 other awesome players, which I'm just about to introduce to you. If you haven't been on one of these before, basically the idea is we're 4 of us. We're all going to jump into a fire and ice game. We are playing with normal rules, auction, landscapes are off this time around. It's set up on training mode, so we're all going to play sort of open hand. We're going to talk through what we're thinking, what's on our mind, even if it actually would negatively affect our own ability to win the game. The idea is just for us to sort of not collaborate. We're all going to do what we want, but we're going to talk openly about strategy, and you may hear some of us even give other people tips on what they think they should have done or ask people questions, that kind of thing. So we're all just going to have we're all basically just going to talk through the game together. If you're in chat and you have any ideas of what people should be doing next, or if you have any criticisms or whatever after the fact of what people's moves are, if you think that it should have done something else, like, feel free to just like talk about that stuff openly. That's the idea. We'll probably be on for about 2.5 hours, something like that. So I'm just going to introduce you to the players for tonight. We've got GeorgeShortwell from Canada. We've got Aje8 or Andrew from the United States. And none other than Chris Bizzell as well from the United States, only bringing you the best on Open Table. Say hi, guys.
Wait, why am I here then?
Hello.
Yeah, I was going to say, given that it's the best, I think I probably should have been excluded prior, but I am here somehow, so...
Well, I appreciate you guys coming on. It's really awesome to have you. All right, well, let's not waste any further time. Let's just jump right over to the game here. This looks all set up correct. Landscapes off, mini expansion on. Okay, cool. Let's get into it.
Oh man, I'm doing work over here. God.
What do you mean you're doing work?
Putting time for international clash. I'm not even kidding, actually.
Well, yeah, I mean, you agreed to come on the stream. I mean, come on.
Bizzell,
I'm on.
Bizzell, you're first to pick.
Game,
Do you mind breaking down the setup for us? Given that you're sort of first to pick, just break down the setup quickly. Pick a faction. That's how we did it last week. It worked really well. And then who's ever in seat number 2, I guess that's you, George. Just like provide your thoughts and then pick a faction, so we can sort of break down the setup as we're selecting factions.
Okay, so my thoughts right now are that faction 1 isn't getting a dang good bonus tile at all, so I don't particularly care about faction 1. Like, they're gonna get 6 coins and whatever, right? So like, what do I care about faction 1? Why should I care about them?
That's super helpful, Bizzell. What about Water 2 Darklings?
I am not even kidding.
Water 2 Darklings.
Yeah, you guys could talk about the rest of the thing, but like, that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Thanks, Bizzell. That was so much help. We'll pick a faction.
I can step in here. I mean,
Please
this is
do.
pick a faction, but what I would say here is, look. So this setup, we have the only task tiles that are scoring are the ship tile and the dwelling tile. And when I see exactly those two, I think of one faction on Fire and Ice every time. It's Mermaids, obviously. Mermaids, great with ship tile, obviously, great with the dwelling tile. The first round is also a dwelling round, which means there's potential for Mermaids dwelling rush. So that's the faction that jumps out at me right away. I think someone's going to put in Mermaids this round. It might not be Bizzell. Mermaids are going to be in. I think that's very likely. As far as the actual track goes, I think the track is on the low scoring side. There's like dwelling tile the first round, which is good for Mermaids, but like pretty medium otherwise. Then there's a town round, round 2, which is basically impossible for anyone except maybe Swarmlings. The TV round, round 3 could be some decent scoring there, but doesn't particularly favor or disfavor any individual faction. Big buildings late, which is good for... It's basically bad for factions that want to big their big buildings early. It's good for engineers and mermaids. It's bad for like witches or nomads, someone who wants to get up their big building earlier in the game. And there's a TP last round, which is about equally good for everyone. So I think that the track is like mostly neutral, but slightly good for mermaids and engineers is probably what I would say about it.
Having heard that, Bizzell, now what are you thinking? Mermaids. There you go.
I just threw Mermaids and I didn't care enough.
Wow.
I'm not even kidding. See, here's how I feel about this. Like, they're gonna be overbid to hell.
I brought you on this stream because you have like you're probably the most experienced Terra Mystica player among us. So if you could step it up a little bit.
All right. So hey, like I will analyze the game once we start. But like right now, I know Mermaids are gonna be very overbid, because of all of those things that were just said, right? And I'm not gonna want any part of them because they don't get good bonus tile. So like they're gonna get retrospectively, they're gonna get at least an okay one because they're gonna take like at worst they're gonna take the ship tile, and then take double dig if they take that for double dig if they have to. Like it's not bad, but like also witches are gonna be in this game probably, so it is what it is. Like we can in my opinion, right? You can discuss ad nauseum what factions are good or bad, or look at all that stuff.
Yes.
Until the cows come home.
That's the
right?
point of the stream. Yeah.
But until all 4 are in, you're just well, these would be good, but also they're everything's good in a in a bubble or in in a particular setup, right? So that's my feelings on this. I'll get back to you whenever all 4 factions are in.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, yeah, seen there's lots of coins. Not a lot of workers. No workers on the bonus tiles. Only some late workers. So yeah, Dwelling Rush openings seem really strong here.
Agree to agree.
Yeah, that being said, I'm going to put in Fakirs because they're actually a lot better on this map than the base map. And again, lots of coins helps them out. Again, a little bit lower scoring mid to late game again, and they have that internal scoring ability with their carpet flights. There is the spade and the priest tiles, so it looks like a decent setup for them. And I just love them. They're fun. So,
I mean, I think that the setup is not particularly high scoring. I think that makes total sense. Also, air call words are good for witches, but they're also kind of good for Fakirs because they often take air too. Oh, what am I gonna pick here? I mean, I don't know, how wild should I get?
The most wild you can get. This is the thing. It's fine.
I mean, I could put in dwarves. I think they're pretty heinous on this map, but I do think that this is one of the better setups for them, and I think that no cult factions have been put in so far. And dwarves are kind of a cult faction.
Could you break that down a bit? Why you think that, although they're kind of heinous on this map, you said that this is almost an ideal setup for them? Could you sort of break that down a bit?
Ideal strong. I mean, there's the ship scoring, which obviously is worthless to them. I just think that in general, when this setup is low scoring, factions with strong inherent scoring, like dwarves, are better. Pretty much my analysis. It's not incredibly in depth. And because they're doing something that factions aren't doing. I always think that factions exist relative to other factions. But that said, if this were an arena game, I would probably put in engineers because I think if your sole goal is to win Terra Mystica and you're better at certain factions than average, you should always put them in. Is kind of how I feel about it, because you'll just value them more accurately than other people will. And so personally, I'm very good at mermaids, chaos magicians, and engineers, and therefore I put in those factions a lot. Mermaids is in, engineers isn't, and TM looks bad-ish here, I think. Yeah, I'll just put in engineers. I've talked myself into it, I guess.
Engineers,
well, you and Weber can bid those guys down because I know Weber's a big fan of engineers.
Yeah, exactly. I'll bid them down way more than I should.
Okay, nice. Don't worry, I will too. So then who will get on will be at random.
So I'm not one of those people that likes playing. I'm just gonna pick a random faction so we can look at the color wheel here. So we have engineers and mermaids in, and then also a yellow faction. I'm not one of these players that likes really sandwich games, even though in theory you can fix anything in auction. I'm not super not about that. So I don't think it's have to be a green faction here.
So you're looking at brown or black then?
Yeah, brown or black. I mean, red is also a red faction. There's lots of basically anything other than, oh no, not red, of course. What am I talking about? Yeah, brown or black. Exactly what you said.
This is a decent cultist setup, I think.
Why do you say it's good for cultists?
Cultists on this map really benefit from shipping. The ship tile is, I think, the most important pass tile for them. I also think none of the other factions play cult at all, so like you'll be able to dominate the cults pretty hard. I also like early spades on the cults as cultists, and round 2 and 3 both are spade rounds. So that's why.
Yep. There's double up on air as well. Late big building scoring. No big building pass tile that tends to be good for them. Yeah, fair enough.
But you can put in whatever you want. I'm not going to push you in any direction.
I think the problem with that is that if you do that, then mermaids have this like weird problem where like they're gonna be bid they get the bonus shipping or the bonus shipping tile because no one else should really take it, and then they don't get it, and then like somebody's like way overbid or way underbid. You know what I mean?
That could happen, but even if they don't get the bonus ship tile on this map, they can still start 4 dwellings. Like build 4 dwellings the first round with just double spade and 1 ship. So like I think it will be okay, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this.
I do think Cultist is probably taking 10 ship. Well,
Bizzell just knocks 10 points off mermaids right away. Just catching up with chat here. Nerdcube, you think this is actually one of those pretty bad cultist setups on this map?
Well, I could just be wrong. Nerdcube is obviously much better than me.
Yeah, I actually think on this map I would prefer having early workers.
Yeah.
For cultists. Because you're often wanting to go like double temple is pretty strong with them here. And so then getting lots of workers out of the cult rewards can help kind of get your worker economy going after going double temple.
So you guys are all just bidding mermaids down here quite a bit. I mean, they do seem pretty.
I almost bid on engineers.
I'm gonna be real with everybody. I legit hate everybody's game in this right now. Like there's not one faction where I'm like, oh, can have a decent game. Nope.
That's because there's no giants.
No, it's not. It's like, okay, so here's the problem, right? So engineers are gonna start E5, and then they're gonna hit and then mermaids are gonna start F5, and they're gonna hit D9.
Yep.
And therefore, and fakirs are gonna take D7, which means that you're not gonna get you're not gonna get the town as engineers.
It's
that
G8
you need.
H5 engineers then, right?
What?
I think engineer starts G8
H5. Yeah, but like they can't predict that. That's fair. Yeah, they probably do. Okay.
They probably do, but along that line, I have often found that like mermaids can be equally as annoying for engineers to play against, if not more so than a green faction. Because I often find in some of the best engineers games, the hexes that I actually want are double digging G4 and F5. You get grays out of them anyhow, so it's roughly the same. But I actually find those are some of the stronger games I've played on this map.
Well, that's certainly true, but I expect mermaids to start D6 F5, and I'm not sure if they're going to get the temp ship tile, and therefore, like, I'm not sure they're actually going to get to G4.
Right. Fair enough.
I think I'm bidding engineers, to be clear here at this point.
Yeah.
I think engineers are substantially better than fakirs and cultists, and I think they're worse than mermaids, but I don't even think they're like massively worse than mermaids.
They seem playable. They can actually, if they get the temp ship tile, they can do some fun dwelling rush things.
Yeah, I mean, I can tell you that I'm sort of the school of thought that if you play engineers, you should start double temple huge percentage of the time. Like perhaps not always, but a lot. Oh well, Bizzell's just really...
I'm here to save time.
Well, I mean that's a reasonable bid, but now I don't know what to bid on. So give me a moment. So, I have to really think about this. So now
I'm here to save everyone.
Ghostly brings up a really important point in chat that Bizzell promised analysis at this stage. Bizzell, you're on.
Nice.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the problem. Like, I told you the problems of everybody. The problem is, like, okay, so the problem for Cultist is that, like, they can't start D8. They can't really start C3 because D5 is probably gone. So, like, they're starting H4, and then, I don't even know where else they're starting. They're definitely starting H4, but, like, are they just starting D8 for the leech and not even caring? Like, that's possible. But, like, this is the big problem for cultists. It's cultists kind of aren't good here. Fakirs, if they don't get to B6, have problems. They're probably gonna have they're probably gonna connect. They're almost certainly connecting. So I think of all of them, honestly, Fakirs have the least problems, but they're also a very bad faction. So I hate this.
Cultists being in isn't great for Fakirs. It is definitely not ideal.
I honestly don't even believe that it's that big a deal. I honestly don't even care.
If the thing is, if cultists start C3H4, Fakirs are almost completely blocked out of the entire West unless they start one over there.
Yeah, that's
true. Really? I don't think that's true.
That's how
maybe I'm wrong.
That's how it often works on this map, because cultists will beat Fakirs to G2 100% of the time because they have to. If they don't beat Fakirs to G2, they lose the game. And then they will often beat Fakirs to A4, not always, but often. And if they beat Fakirs to those two hexes, then Fakirs don't have an in to the West. It's kind of the problem. Is those two key hexes are blocked. So I think the gap between the two good factions and the two bad factions is really large here. So I'm going to keep bidding on the good factions. I don't know exactly what the gap between engineers and mermaids is. It seems reasonable that it's 6 or 7. So I guess I'm going to bid one on the engineers. I don't know if that's exactly right.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Yeah, I always find people are always talking about in the auction oh, I think that this is what the point VP should be, and I'm always I have no clue. I honestly just kind of be that seems about right.
Yeah, I play it on feeling.
Eventually,
too.
I'm oh, maybe I should just go on this person. That seems about right.
Yeah,
and then eventually and then eventually I get sick of the auction taking so long, and I take the 30 faction.
Right,
is what usually happens.
Oh, I see. Eventually, I'm I don't know what's going on, and I bid the faction I want down to 4. But
yeah, I think it's honestly okay most of the time. I think the way I bid is if two people are bidding one thing, I don't even think engineers are that good right now. I think they're fine, but I don't think they're this good. So I'm legitimately, I was well, two people just bid on engineers. Screw it, I'll bid it down 1.
So I don't know if other people do this, but when I bid in the arena, a lot of time what I do is I intentionally bid in an inconsistent manner that people cannot predict when I'll jump. If I watch you and I know your gap is always 6 between engineers and mermaids or whatever, then that might be exploitable. But so what I do is I'll start the bidding on what I think is the second best faction, and then I'll jump at unpredictable times, varying my numbers between the two factions, so that people just don't know what I'm gonna do. But this sub game may exist only in my head. I'm not sure.
I feel like this is one of those things that people take a little too seriously. And people do this with time as well. That is the most annoying and also probably best thing people do, and I hate that it's good. Is people are well, I'll take more time on something even if I know I'm gonna be bidding it down, just so people think I'm maybe gonna switch off of it. And I'm God dang it. It's true, but it also wastes my time. Terra Mystica has so many games within the game. And I hate it.
Sorry, I'm considering with the other faction at this point.
Have we determined who the 30 faction is?
I don't know.
I think it has to be Fakirs.
Fakirs?
Wait, really? I think it's called.
Yeah.
I feel
well, good. We're in agreement.
Right now, I would be doing the Do-Si-Do, which is the bid a faction down, or bid the 30 faction, and then when somebody else bids them because I bid them, you're all right, got him, got the other I got the 30 faction that I wanted. So you bid cultist, and then somebody else bid cultist, and you're I wanted Fakirs the entire time. It's beautiful. Sometimes you get stuck with cultists, but sometimes you don't. Sometimes you play yourself, but sometimes it works out beautifully.
And for me, just to jump in, I'm interested to know what you guys think about the past tiles and how they're going to break down. Because I assume cultists take the spade. The question is whether or not engineers take tempship. If they do, then Fakirs get a priest. If engineers don't take priest instead, then Fakirs just start with coins and mermaids take tempship. So it's, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know, but I just realized Fakirs have 2 trash tiles, so like that's not great.
Yeah, it's
I'm telling
a
you,
detail.
Fakirs are the 30 here.
Yeah, Fakirs are the 30.
All
right.
I'm coming around.
I'm about to play engineers for 17.
Well, you know that when you bid them at 17, that means there's a chance that you'll play them at 17.
Oh no, I didn't think that actually. What? There's a chance I play them? Oh, I'm out. Can we abandon?
Absolutely not. We must see this through.
I'll time out, okay? I'll do it.
I'll do it. Okay, well, you guys have agreed that Mermaids is approximately 20 better than Cultists. That sounds approximately right.
It might
Is
be
it?
more, honestly, but
I have no idea. I have no idea.
I mean, so, okay, like, here's how we assess this, right? At some point in the game, in my opinion, Mermaids will end up on this ship tile and will probably score it for, like, its max. That will, like, probably happen at some point. So, like, I mentally put Mermaids, like, plus 15, right? So then the question is, like, Mermaids, like, opening, will that be enough to make up the remainder of the points and to make up for, like, missing Earth 1, which I expect to happen? And the answer is, like, maybe. It's, like, seems kind of close.
yeah.
I'm now I'm getting flashbacks to the Fire 2 Open Finals, where I'm just like stuck with a faction. I'm like, what do I do with this now? I didn't think I was gonna be here.
Well, I'm sorry.
I'll
Oh, sorry.
If you guys are mermaids here, like what is your opening? Like if you get temp ships, you just open double dig 5 dwellings.
Shouldn't get temp ship. Like that's.
And if you don't, then what do? Do you open trading post and
you take the ship VP and open double dig?
Oh
yes.
God.
So let me be clear about what's happening here. I'm currently on mermaids. If I win mermaids, I will start D6 F5 100%. I will take double dig and put it at 100%. If it's not temp ship, I will take D5 and D9 and put out 4 dwell. If it is temp ship, I'm not exactly sure what will happen, but I'll try to put out even more dwellings.
I hate it, is what I have to say to this.
I mean, like, the reason Mermaids is so obscene on this map is because D6 F5 is ludicrously good starting spot. And you can start there every game, no matter what's going on.
Fair.
Yeah, unless witches. There's some games with witches where it's a bit tricky if we just start D9.
If we start D9, you start D10, and then it's like a little worse for you, but you still get a dig for 2 blue hex.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't think it matters when Mermaids is temp ship. I think Mermaids are just like very good with or without the temp ship. Like I'll take the temp ship, you give it to me, but like I don't think it's actually that important.
All right, so NerdCube's asking in chat, why not G4 as mermaids? You're getting more leech. Presumably cultists start H4, engineers start H5. You have a little leech triangle.
So I've actually started there a lot on this map. I play a lot of mermaids on this map. And my experience is that if you don't get temp ship, it's always wrong to start on G4. Like it never works out because like, okay, you have to start at 5. That's the problem. F5 is too good. It's like the best part on the board for you to start because you get all of D9 through D11 and you get like B8, A10. You can sometimes get like 2 towns out of that spot. So like, because you have to start at 5, that means you're starting F5, G4, which often means like kind of like surrendering the center, which I found to not be great. Although maybe in this setup you could pull it off.
But who are you surrendering it to? It's not like Darklings are in the game or Witches are in the game.
Might double dig D6 and then take E3 because they're starting on C3, I believe. But maybe not. I don't know.
Are you suggesting cultists double dig D6? But that's a thing that would happen if mermaids were a little slow getting there?
Yeah.
Potentially.
They also would certainly take D5 if you start D4 F5.
Yeah, unless you get temp ship, but yeah.
Well, yeah, so basically I think that starting G4 is basically making the claim I will get temp ship, and I'm not willing to make that claim. And therefore, I don't want to start there. Because I think that there's a chance engineers take it. Like, I don't necessarily know what the odds engineers take it are. I don't think I would take it if I were engineers.
I don't think I would either. I think I would probably take the priest and open, like, if I get spades, then I would open a temple and, I don't know, 2 dwellings if I can, or double temple, or, like, engineers are kind of flexible with their opening.
I mean, you might get the single spade. You're not going to get the double spade.
No, you're not going to get the double spade.
Ew.
I guess temp ship is actually kind of decent for engineers here if the idea is that you start G8. Because, yeah.
I legit hate everything about this game. I'm not even kidding. Like, you guys think I'm kidding, and I'm just like, no, this is awful.
Bizzell,
Like,
our peers are here for you in your time of need.
Bizzell, what factions would we all have selected like that you wouldn't complain about?
Witches?
Giants.
I really wanted
Witches, giants. Then why didn't you... What did you even pick? You picked
because I knew that witches weren't going to get temp ship, and witches needed temp ship.
So that's all you really wanted. So if your witches temp ship, you're happy. Anything else, and you're complaining. Is that correct?
I'm not. Like, I'm just,
I agree. Witches temp ship is pretty dope, but you know, in Terra Mystica, you can't get witches temp ship in 100% of games.
No, I
mean, Ryan gets
like,
close to that, but
like,
not. Yeah.
So, okay, this goes to my complaints about this map in general. This map is so like brittle when it comes to things, and which is why mermaids are so good, right? Like, every strategy on this map is so brittle. So, like, for instance, if I take fakirs and cultist for some reason start D8, then like I'm not dead, but I'm not in a good spot, right? However, if they don't, then they're probably the 30-point faction here. So like, it's one of those like weird things where, oh, I just do not care enough.
I thought you might.
I was getting to that point. I was like, this auction is too long.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm starting at 5, and I'm going to then see where you guys start, and then probably go to D6. But I'll at least make all of you put your goings down first.
I'm gonna put my claim on C5 and then see what cultists do.
I'm going H4, H5. Well, I think it's pretty obvious, but I mean,
H4 is definite, but I think the C3 line is. It's probably not. Like, I don't know.
What's wrong with C3? You'll probably get 2 ship to D and take D4 before fakirs get there.
That's fair.
And then you have
but then,
town
like,
stuff in the northwest.
Why not do E1 then?
Wait, E1?
Just because
that's a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. Although, like, every time I look at C3, I'm like, this is a terrible start spot, and you can't convince me otherwise.
I think F4 is actually not out of the question here, even though it's a very unusual starting spot for Pulse.
I thought about that, and then I quit. Like, I looked at all this stuff, and I was like, this is bad, and this is bad, and this is bad, and all this is bad too. And like, I've just gone through my head, and nothing is good. So I don't like. That's why I'm complaining about this game. It's not that like I don't like anything. It's just like that this particular game, things are so weird and not good. Like, I can't think of any line where I'm like, oh yeah, and then I get to do this, and then I get to build this great economy and all this stuff. Right? Like, I have no grandiose plans here.
Okay.
Perfect.
Is like,
I stand a chance.
Yeah, I seriously actually debated still going C3 and D8.
I think C3 D8 was a terrible idea. I think H4 D8 maybe was fine.
But I just didn't want, like, this just, it defends the West from fakirs.
That's fair. I could have jumped there. Yeah, I could have jumped to C3. That makes sense as to why C3 is so important.
This is unfortunate. Now,
now you go on D6.
Yeah, I probably still go on D6. The problem is if I go G4, cultists will take temp ship. In my opinion, they should take temp ship, and therefore,
yes,
I won't get temp ship, and therefore I can't get G4 and temp ship, which means I'll miss out on G. I won't be able to go like G6, H6, I7, which is like the only way that works, because like you have to do that both because you need to connect through H8 if that's your line, because you can't connect through C4, D9.
Actually, that's a really good point, and I'd be interested to hear the rest of the table as we continue with these placements. But is the idea of cultists taking temp ship over the spade? I mean, most of the time when the spade's available, it's like C spade take spade. But cultists opening temp ship on the Fire and Ice map with C3 start, like I've had a lot of really strong games where, that's just super super strong. I find starting on C3, taking D5 to E1.
The problem is that I have to then rely on engineers taking the ship VP for double dig. And
over a
then
spade?
mermaids can
No.
still take the single spade.
Yeah. No.
To
There's
take
I don't think there's
D5,
any.
like-
Sorry, go ahead.
Like I'm never getting D5,
Yeah.
even if I take temp ship. So that means temp ship sucks.
Well, wait.
Yeah.
What if I start G4? Is the whole point of this? The thing is, I think
Yeah.
Yes.
so. Like, if I start G4,
Yes.
then I believe you'll take temp ship, engineers will take spade. You'll get the single spade that you want on D5. I think that doesn't work out well for me, so I think I just accept that I'm getting no early leech, which is kind of unfortunate. I didn't quite. Maybe I overestimated remains because I didn't quite realize I was going to be in this situation.
I do think
Just
I
assume
might
your clock is
still
ticking.
take the spade.
Yeah. I'll
Sorry.
accept it.
Yeah.
I think as appealing as G4 is, I think this is correct for me.
Yeah, I think
Maybe
figures
that's
are
wrong.
actually not terrible here now. They get the center pretty easily, and mermaids are going to work with them in the center, and they get first upgrade on the bottom in the leech triangle.
And I lie, I do take temp ship here. I wasn't.
temp ship is good. Yeah, why would you not take temp ship here? You
I
get
don't
a free
know.
dwelling. Yeah, and then I take priest, which like priest here is so good.
Okay, so let's see here. Is there any benefit to me taking 4 coins on a cult step? I think there. Oh no, I have to take. I'm getting a leech, right? I have to take this. What was I saying?
We almost had him.
Yeah.
Yeah, you almost had me. Okay.
Yeah, this is the problem with mermaids here. They have to take this. They have to take a trash start tile, and then they're gonna have no coins later.
I mean, there's a
They
million
should be
coins
able
in the
to
past
pass off
tiles.
the coins.
Yeah, okay, that's fine, but like not like you need 1 billion. There's 1 million of them, but you need 1 billion.
Yeah, I don't know. I think God would look at this setup and say, "Wow, there's a lot of coins in the setup. That's how many coins there are."
Funny, you're gonna need 1 billion.
Do I want to take single spade?
No, why would you take single spade? That's terrible.
For what, H3?
Yeah.
Yeah, you take H3 and then G2.
Nerdcube says he would take the spade regardless as cultists. Interesting, but
I think so too. Like
The
you
spade
know you're not.
bonus tile. Yeah.
yeah, it's regardless of whether or not, regardless of anything.
Yes. I agree.
Okay, spade bonus pal. Oh yeah. Honestly, I think I'd take.
If mermaid started G4, I still take the spade, and then I take the priest and upgrade my shipping, and use the spade bonus for D5 to E1.
Oh, but you don't get that though. Mermaids just kill you, or mermaids just take that. I think mermaids take D5. They have to take D5 from you.
Yeah, not if they start G4.
They take the temp ship. Well, I guess they don't take temp ship because engineers get temp ship.
Yes.
That's fair.
I think I never get temp ship set up.
Yeah, I said that going into this game. I said that like mermaids are gonna get a trash. Like the first player was gonna get a trash tile, a trash bonus tile. So, all hail the king.
Yeah. I mean, I agree that you said things that were true. I'm still not sure my price was actually unfair.
Yeah, so the reason I took single spade here is because otherwise fakirs could potentially single spade I3 and use their priest to jump G2, and that would be very, very bad for me.
Oh, wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, the things that I could have done with that.
I mean, I could have used my bonus spade, but this way I get an extra dwelling out as well.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and you need that extra dwelling. Speaking of getting extra dwellings, I'm gonna take the priest.
Okay. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
You know what? Gotta get that priest in.
This also denies spades to engineers as well.
Yeah, and that's important. And I took the priest because I'm definitely getting Earth 1 here. And I don't care what people say. You get Earth 1. You can get Earth 1, you get Earth 1.
Yeah,
People...
Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
On my last move, I could have built a dwelling or upgraded D6, but I think I might make cultists more likely to upgrade C3 by not upgrading on D6 and waiting for... And I want them to upgrade there, and therefore I decided to build a dwelling instead. I don't entirely know if that was correct, but that was my logic.
Yeah, I also want
Why?
to upgrade C3 because I don't want to give you guys all that power in the south.
Ew.
Sorry, stream. It's an annoying pop-up.
Ew, this is just...
And
Not
there's
great.
no way I'm getting water.
Super Zarni's in chat saying that he'd go air 2 and 2 dwelling if Fakir's here.
Get the hell out of here.
Okay, I mean, I was looking for some analysis or a bit of dialogue, but that works as well.
Get out of here with this trash ideas.
That's fine.
Okay, all right. So let me give you some analysis. You wanted some I'll give you some analysis. Okay, here's the thing. You can get Earth 1. So why not get Earth 1?
That is deep
I'm not gonna take
analysis. That is some
I'm
deep
here for the
analysis.
Wait a minute. I think there's an actual argument here because the thing is, do you think that after I put down this many dwellings, am I actually going to take Earth 1 next round, even if it's there? I'm not sure that I am.
Okay, so I'm about to build 2 dwellings here, right? So that's 4 points. And when else am I taking Earth 1? Am I waiting till round 4 to take Earth 1? No.
Well, you're building a second.
Round 2.
Yeah, round 2.
I think you just build
I'm
a
really
second
building.
You're
I'm
fine
not doing that round 2. Come on.
And would you take 4 power for 4 victory points in round 1? Probably. I think that's the argument.
Yes. But again, then I have to build another temple to get Earth 1, and I don't think that's happening.
I just think Fakir's often want to build 2 temples really early. I don't have a specific plan of when exactly you're going to build it. I just think that you'll figure out time. It'll be fine.
We're going to do this.
Oh, somebody's getting a little fancy over here.
That is fancy.
That was an air 2 cultist, is what just happened.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Presumably take the double spade? Is presumably what that means?
I don't imagine I'll get it, but
I guess you probably won't, huh?
no. It was that or Earth 2.
Look at all these points I'm getting, guys. I'm here. I'm here for the points.
You have triple my points right now, just so you know.
Can get point, will get points.
So there's a couple options here, guys. I pass now. I take 7 coins. I open double dig. I do something like either G5, G7, or just smash G4 and go around that way. Or I take workers and coins and get out another temple for Earth 2.
I think it's the temple line. Because I think you'll get a lot of your power back. You have is there a chance you could get the double spade anyway, or at least get some spades anyway? I think there might be. Cultist is getting no more power, right?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm doing over here.
I think 2 temple openings is extremely strong for anybody's in this map, and is right. Well, actually, it's extremely strong in general. It's almost never wrong. Given that you can do it.
I lied. I don't have enough power for the workers. I don't know how I miscounted that. So Bizzell, come on,
I was just looking at that.
Okay.
No, wait,
So I'll still open double temple, but it won't be quite as good as taking action 3 and 4. But it is a little worrying that that's pretty simple math. Can I afford these power actions? And I thought I could, and I can't.
Still get 1 worker. That's fine. I don't think it's that big a deal.
Well,
yeah, actually, I think it's interesting whether given
yes, 3 power worker. Someone in chat saying 3 power worker. Yeah, of course. I'll still open double temple. I just won't do it with an extra worker.
No, but the question is, should you have taken workers or coins given that you can only have one of them?
Probably.
I'm not sure. Obviously, coins are more efficient in general, but the map is really worker shy, and you're engineers, so your workers are more better than your coins are better. If that makes sense. The amount, your workers are 1.5 and your coins are 1.3 or something like that. So I don't know. It's tough.
It is.
Okay. So I'm thinking of getting fancy here. I'm thinking of getting really fancy here. I'm not sure if it's good or not.
I think you should do it because it'll give you something to complain about later when your game goes south.
Well, okay, so this is the fanciness I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about passing and then first move priest to Earth.
Sorry, say that again.
passing and then first move priest to earth.
Oh, neither of those involve giving me leech right now. So
no,
I think they're incorrect.
Literally none of them do. I don't dislike it. It denies a ton of coins to people who would want the coins. But like, it doesn't get me a dwelling out. What am I using what am I using the coins for is another thing.
A second temple?
Yeah, this. Where? Like, I have no neighbors
no, it's
right
true.
now. Yeah, I need a spade is what I need, and I'm not getting a spade. I don't think.
Someone's saying just build your dwelling. It seemed more like a demanding kind of comment as opposed to like a really helpful suggestion.
I feel
yeah,
like
man, just build it, Danny B.
That's just like it feels a little demanding to me, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, I'm not sure if I want to take that.
It seems to me that if you want Bizzell to certainly not do something, demanding that he do it does seem like a good strategy.
Mm-hmm.
No, I did it.
There's a lot of people demanding that, so that's something.
No, I did it. I did it. I tried to, I thought about getting fancy because it does deny the power to or the coins to mermaids, and it denies a little bit of the coins to cultists. But like,
I mean, it does deny me the coins, but I don't know. I feel like I have an abundance of past tiles that are good for me here. I like. It's not obvious to me that I will be taking coins. We'll see. Like, aren't I taking spade here? Like, I know I double spaded, but if you offer me more spades, I think I'm going to accept them.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can't afford anything.
You can't afford me getting the spade. Okay, this actually isn't that bad because then I get the pass tile. I get the coins pass tile anyway. Okay,
right.
This worked out.
I've never declined spade and tile in my life. I'm not about to start now.
This worked out.
Sorry.
I think it was potentially foreseeable that it was going to work out because cultist has no more actions. Cultist isn't going to like.
Well, yeah, I knew cultists were going to pass. It was a matter of like whether cultists were going to take the cult bump or not. The cult bump. Pass tile or not.
Yeah.
I didn't think they would.
At this point, like I'll have enough cult bumps throughout the game. I prefer the extra 2 coins.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh hey, I have things. Yep, and figured that was gonna happen.
Yeah, so now I've got some options here because I think I can just take F3 G4 if I want to. And I don't think that Weber can stop me because he's gonna like spend 4 power to single dig and then hard dig G4. Like I think that isn't gonna happen. I guess he could single dig G4 and then like I won't be able to build it right now. But like I don't know, that doesn't seem very good.
Yeah, it doesn't seem.
And so since I respect Weber as a player and I don't think he's gonna do that, I think I'm just free to take my F3 G4.
I mean, I haven't followed completely what you said you were going to do. I mean, if there's a way that I can take G4 somehow without hard digging, I would. But there's not, so no.
But it's not. And moreover, G7 is a contested hex that you need.
No, it's totally true. This double temple thing, maybe passing for digs might have made sense. Anyhow, you're talking about digging G4 to green and then hoping I don't hard dig it or something?
That you could do that. Yeah, you could dig G4 to green and hope I don't hard dig it, but I don't think you're going to do that because that puts you down to 4 power as engineers. That's it.
Yeah.
So
there's no chance he's doing that.
Yeah, so I'm just taking my F3 and then I'm taking my G4. And my plan is like, look at all the dwellings that I have. I could take Earth 1, I guess, before I do this, but I don't think I want it.
Yeah, I don't think you want Earth 1 at this point.
So I don't think I'm going to do that. Yeah, I'm just building more dwellings.
That's fair. All right, well, let's do this. We'll see what happens.
All right, I guess I'm going priest to air here.
Interesting.
Oh, this is great. I can totally abandon the cults. That's all I've ever wanted.
I think that makes sense. I put one in air this turn, followed by one in earth, so I get a cult spade. Lots of places
I think
to put
it's
them.
correct. I think it's correct. It's just not what I wanted to see.
Yeah, you don't have
And I'm placing G. Oh, sorry, go.
I was just making another remark about Bizzell's lack of neighbors. Wasn't that interesting?
I have no neighbors right now. I may have neighbors soon. If
that is a
great insight,
problem.
Weber.
If I don't get neighbors now,
with fakirs and nomads on this map often.
Yeah, I think Raynor has talked about has talked about this exact thing a lot, about like how yellow is always on the outside looking in on this map, and that is often problematic for reasons of leech and reasons of building trade posts.
Yep, it's a minor problem. You are going to regret that move. I will let you know this. No, you probably won't regret that move actually. But
wait, sorry, which move?
Placing a priest on Earth.
Well, why would I regret it?
Yeah, he will. Because I'm about to take G7.
Why are you gonna?
Yeah, I think.
No, okay.
Taking single spade for G7 might have been.
But you're in no better position to take it now than you were last turn.
No, but no, I didn't. So my optimal move was you going to G7, right? That was the optimal move for me.
Yeah.
The second optimal move.
I see.
Is me.
So you were trying to. I see, because you don't have any neighbors, so you used your cult bump. I probably should have noticed why you were doing that. You were just trying to buy time to get yourself a neighbor.
Yep. So now I have to hard dig, and I don't really want to hard dig, but it's such is life. Sometimes you gotta hard dig.
Just be patient, Bizzell. I'll give you a neighbor. I'll give you a neighbor in like 2 seconds.
Nope. The time is over.
I'm just thinking about whether or not I should temple for Fire 1 here. I could just not make this temple, is the other option. But I think with Priest to Coins coming up in round 4, the temple is going to be decent, is my guess. And I can temple for Water 1 later, probably.
Probably.
I don't think Water 1 is going to be that contested, especially because Bizzell can't build any train posts ever. So,
I will be building train posts. Don't you worry.
Okay, I won't worry. Yes, I think I'm going to just down convert a worker to a coin and build my temple for Fire 1. That seems right.
Love that. Yeah, it's fair. Priest are good.
Yeah. I do like Priest.
Oh, that's really not good for you.
That's pretty rude, Bizzell, I gotta say.
I needed neighbors.
Pretty rude. Spades are good?
Yeah, spades are good. Brenda needed some neighbors, and you were like, no neighbors for you ever.
Your connection is dicey, but your econ is great.
Whose connection?
Whose connection and whose econ?
Sorry,
Engineers.
Engineers, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds about right for most of my games.
Yeah, connection probably will still happen, but that's iffy.
I mean, yeah, are mermaids going to take E4 on me before I get it? Maybe? I don't know.
I don't think I want E4, because I'm just connecting through E4 to D9, so I don't need E4 for connection.
Yeah, that's fair.
So at this point, probably my cult spade just goes on G6, because it has to, and then I'm like 1 ship away from E4, as opposed to 2 ship up to E5, so I don't know.
Sorry, I'm just trying to figure out whether I should take this ship scoring for the coin's power action or just 4 coins and dwelling scoring. Kind of close. Like, how many times am I going to have at Lexi Plus round? 5? So it's 4 coins and 5 points. I think it's possible. I want the coin's action.
Well, the coin's action is basically worth 3 extra coins for you.
Right.
And the dwelling score.
You don't want the coin's action.
Hold on. Why do you even why not just do both? You don't need double spade ever again.
That might be true. How many more hexes do I need to spade? Let's see. I need Like the 2 middle ones, I need 1 here, so I need 3 more hexes the rest of the game. I might need 4 more if I want I need some more digs. I think you're right. I think I should.
Yeah, I think this
We
makes
did
sense.
it. We got him. Guys, now I can take the spade. Got it. Got the spade. Now there are small problems with this with this model that I'm running. They're like
There's problems with your model. Is that what you just said?
It's problems with this plan I've got going on over here.
No
there
doubt.
are like a couple.
Yeah. Well,
Like
let's count them.
2. I'll count 3. The number of workers I used in a hard dig. That's my problems.
I guess I just want coin. The 4 coins and a call bump here. Temp ship allows me to take a power action, but I'm in 3rd seat. The Vikirs don't have any power. Call bump's not bad, is it? Why is the call bump bad?
No, I said the call bump is bad. I don't think it's bad at all.
Terrible.
It's not bad. Gosh, you guys are really... This is supposed to be an open...
It's the worst.
Yeah,
okay,
I
I'm
said
not...
it wasn't bad. I wasn't lying. You get to go to 4 without using your
Call bump is good. Thanks, Danny. Someone's being helpful. Oh, look, I've got my Quebec mug just for you.
I was helpful. I said the thing that was helpful.
I don't know about this burn below 6 power thing. I'm counting the hexes I need. I think I need a decent amount of digs for the rest of the game.
Yeah, but you have workers. Workers are your digs.
I'm gonna do 5 hard digs. That's what you're telling me?
Well,
what the hell you do need 5 hard digs for? What are you doing?
I need E7, C4, E3, and
whoa,
G3.
slow down. I don't read that fast. Sorry. One at a time? You need which hexes?
So I need E7 for my west town, right?
Okay.
I need C4 and E3 for my center town. That's a sanctuary town. And then I need G3 for my west town. Those are my 3 towns. I'm mermaids. I'm gonna have 3 towns.
You need G3?
Well, that's the 4th hex of
Just get a bridge or something.
Yeah, you can just get a bridge.
Just a bridge.
The bridge? What? Doesn't the bridge? Oh yeah, the bridge does save me from.
That saves you 6 workers. That's.
Okay.
I think that's
so
a good. I think 3 power for 6 workers is good.
Yeah, if I only need 3 hard digs, I can probably take the coins action.
Yeah.
That's reasonable.
I don't know about that. I think you're gonna need to dig. This is me trying to influence you to not take the coins so that I can take them.
All right, chat. Does he take action 4 here, or does he save his ability to take action 6 later?
Oh, he 100% should take the coins.
Okay.
Yeah, 1,000% should take the coins. It's not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close has been called.
Do I care that much about this? Ugh. This is rough. This is really rough.
I mean, Danny.
I will need this at some point.
I counted the dwellings I'll still have on the board, and it's kind of a lot. I'm scoring several more points, and also this had 4 coins on it instead of 1 coin on it. I mean, so I said 2 coins on it instead of 1 coin on it. It's I don't know. That's the argument, but
I think it was correct. I 1,000% think it was correct.
I think clearly I should take the coins action. I think it's unclear which past house were taken prior to taking the action.
That's fair. I think dwelling scoring, unless you were planning to upgrade your shipping again. It's
going to be 3 points versus 5 or 6 points, so it's not that big a difference in points, and I don't have to burn down. But this is also more raw coins, because it has 4 coins on it instead of 1 coin on it, so I don't know.
Yeah.
It seemed close and complicated which one was supposed to take, but I think this is fine. I definitely take the coins action either way. That's 100% clear. Yeah, chat, I'm fully aware that if I take a chip scoring, I wouldn't need to burn down. I'm still not sure what was right. Because 4 coins versus 1 coin is a 3 coin difference, and it's also a 3 point difference. This is like 3 coins and 3 points more in exchange for burning down, which like seems
I
like it might be worthwhile, but like it's not like
1,000.
obviously better in my opinion.
Yeah, I 1,000% think it was.
Yeah, Bizzell's I think it's obvious. Is the difference between Bizzell's opinions here.
Yeah, it is very. It's obvious to me. It really is.
Okay. So
That's how I roll.
I think now I'm gonna send my priest to a 3-spot in the water and just hope that I can win water without anyone trying to stop me.
Seems fair.
Yeah, it seems reasonable. 3 power now, 2 coins later.
Power ever again. I'm never getting power ever again.
I'm
Never ever.
Yes, you are. Don't worry about it.
It'll come eventually. I'll send some your way.
Never ever am I getting power again.
I'm upgrading F4 and G4 this turn for sure. One of those is near you. Come on. F5 and G4, I mean.
Yeah, I was like, you triple digging F4.
Yeah. I'm taking your F4 that I'm upgrading there. There's your power. What do you want from me?
Thanks. That's 4 power. I would like that.
So George, are you founding a town this turn?
Yeah,
Yep.
he is. He's taking that, and then he's doing Then he's gonna do whatchamacallit.
Are you interested in perhaps having 2 keys?
Yeah, he's doing.
I am.
Makes sense.
What a coincidence.
God bless.
You have some power. Do I down convert? I don't think I need to.
That is one of the downsides to having only 4 power tokens. There's a lot of power conversion thinking that goes on for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I'll try not to play too slowly despite that, and I'll inevitably miss power at some point. But
What do I need spades for? When I can get priest. This may be the silliest game of Terra Mystica I've ever played in my life.
Why is this
Wow.
silly?
Spades seem good, don't they? Do they not?
No, spades are bad.
well,
What you don't know is spades are bad.
what you have to understand is that once you take spades, then you'll have more stuff on the map, and stuff is good.
Yeah,
Mhm.
stuff is, that, he understands. This is a mana culture.
So halfway through round 3, who do you guys think is in the lead here? Whose position do you like the most? Whose game do you hate?
You are killing me over here.
It's a good question. I'm not sure.
My game is hot garbage.
Am I allowed to say? I think I like either my game or George's game the most, but I'm not sure. I could be biased towards myself. I'm very willing to believe that.
No, I think your game is for sure looking the best at the moment.
It's looking pretty
Like, my
good.
economy is kind of rolling, but points are going to be a problem.
Ah, yes, that's fair.
And once you founded this town, George, I'm not sure like what your next move is after that.
Yeah, so I took the temp shipping because I already have ship 1, so I'll hop up to A1, A2
Yeah.
to set up another town up there.
Okay, that's pretty strong.
Oh, I should have upgraded I3.
I don't know. And I don't know how to feel about Weber's game because again, economically, he's like totally on track for engineers. Like he's gotten some spades, he's gotten some dwellings out, gotten his double temple, like all that's good. But like his connection is real problematic. Like his 2 towns are both only 3 hexes, so he's like double dig H6 or something. I don't know. There's some issues.
I think my towns are looking like a bridge to E2, which is annoying. My connection is fine because I'm gonna cult spade E4.
Yeah.
And probably no one interrupts that.
No, you're right. Maybe
and
it's all
so
fine for you,
it's
honestly.
not super optimal because I have E4 and E5 that are just random hexes that aren't part of a town. I've got like a bridge town to E2 and then I mean, I don't know. It also depends on how quickly you dig E7 or if you put that off forever because that's a town, but I need adjacency or I would like it to, you don't want to have to build.
Yeah. I'm probably gonna slow roll it, not specifically to get you, but just because like it's gonna make sense for my game to slow roll
for
you.
sure. It looks like in the east for me, that's probably going to be that's going to be a round 6 town, because I'm going to build a sanctuary in round 5.
But I will hand you some power here that you could perhaps use.
Speaking of power, George, have some power.
Here's a question I have for you guys. In my position, because I know it's different for for each faction. I was at, my power situation was 017, so any leech I got would have been free. And what did I do? I used my cult bomb, so I just went up air once and didn't get any power from it. But before I did that, I just converted down so I could take 3 power, just so I could take a slightly more inefficient 3 for 2. So when you built next to me, I got a 3 for 2 versus a 1 power for free. Was that the right call? Because essentially what I just did is took 2 power for 2 victory points.
Yeah, engineers for sure.
Okay.
Oh, I think the question is whether you should have down converted more so, because you could. You could take 4 for 3, right?
I could have. I could have down converted even more. Like right now, I'm at 008. There's no reason for me to have to have any more than 6 at any given time. I mean, I probably could convert more. Do I go all the way down to 206 just so I can convert a 4 for 3, or do I do 1 coin down at a time so I can get it more efficiently?
I think honestly, I don't. It's get as much power as you can until round 4.
Right, fair enough.
Well, I also think you're engineers. I started the deepness school spot, which is that when you play engineers, your strategy is if someone offers you leech, you accept it. All of it. Always. Keep accepting. Don't stop.
Yeah.
It's the conversion of anything into points as engineers is so good that you just want more resources, period, always. Just don't decline. So I think the main question is if you down converted that far, is there any risk of I upgrade D5 first, and then you end up in some awkward spot where you don't have an action?
Right.
Assuming that isn't the case, I think you should down convert more.
Right. Someone in chat's asking where will I get leech. I don't really know right now where I would, but
not right now. You won't get leech anywhere right now.
So I'll tell you what's on my mind for the rest of this turn. Normally I would build a temple for water 1, but I'm going to do that next round, assuming I get it. I mean, there might be a bit of a fight there, but more on that later. I'm thinking right now, because I have the resource, I build a dwelling on F7. That gives me 1 dwelling that doesn't actually give me worker production. So the most efficient thing for me to do is to cover that back up immediately by building a trading post. I actually have the resources to build an expensive trading post. So I would go dwelling on F7 and then a trading post on F6 or 7. Just to maximize my economy and scoring this turn and stay in the round a bit longer to try to get.
I don't think it's bad. I don't think it's good. I don't think it's I don't hate it
because you're gonna get the spade tile if you do it.
Yeah,
that's fair. You will get the spade tile.
You want the spade tile.
Very good. Spade tile is very, very good.
I mean, I know it's.
I should have known that you were gonna be bridging this turn. I didn't even look at it. So, that was my bad. I just was worried about I3.
Oh, me, sorry?
Yeah. I should have known you were bridging. But
yeah, it wasn't super clear. The other option was to try and double dig I3.
I just didn't. There was no world where I could have you double dig I3. I think that's awful for me.
So here I obviously want people to accept. So I could just go on H4 because I don't think there's any way all 3 of you don't take this. I would prefer to just go on H3 and have Fakirs accept, but it's a bit risky. I think he would, but it's too important because otherwise I run the risk of not getting the double dig.
Yeah, you have to go H4 here. I would have declined because it's so important to decline this. It's legitimately one of the most important things to decline.
I was just gonna say that based on the information that I have about Bizzell's personality, which is limited, I feel like he's the sort of person who would decline here.
Well, no, I mean it's not just it is you're giving somebody a spade.
Yeah.
A spade for 2 leech? Come on. Get real here.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think that anything that benefits you and him is essentially what does is it hurts Weber and I, and therefore I would still do it, even if it helps him by 3 units and you by 1 unit or whatever.
Yeah, but like in this example, it helps me by like 1 unit. It helps him by 12. Like, why would I do that?
Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe it's too disparate.
Yeah, like the benefits are way different. So that's why.
Fair enough. I do have a
like...
tendency to be far too friendly to cultists. Unless I'm,
yeah,
generally speaking, unless I'm fighting, if I'm also playing somewhat of a cult faction and I'm like fighting cultists for a cult, that's usually the only time. And even in that, it's usually only like round 5 or 6. But I am probably guilty of taking too much leech.
Yeah, no, I think the general idea is you should be taking, especially early. But like Bizzell said, like if you have to be aware of what you're giving to them.
Yeah, for sure.
Like giving me that last step I need to get the spades. So what I could have done earlier if I wanted to have him accepted is I would have kept my priest that I put to fire. But I saw that Bizzell had some extra priests, and I really did want to get that priest to fire. So I sent it to fire, kind of hoping that I would get the leech accepted later, which that's why I need to go H4, so that for sure one of you is taking it, especially because it's like, well, if I don't take it, but then someone else does, right? That whole kind of psychological thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see, like, I'll put it this way. So I took the priest instead of potentially taking a spade, right? Which has to tell you something, and it can't, like, it shouldn't be telling you that I'm trying to go up fire here.
That's true.
Like, I'm like, not obviously, but I need a spade, so I'm using it to go up the air track. Also, I currently have the most priest on the board as fakirs. What is happening here?
Did you consider taking the double spade and getting out another dwelling instead of building the expensive TP?
Yeah, briefly. And then I thought about it a lot more once I saw someone in chat. I thought it wasn't... I don't know why I didn't think it was great. I guess I'm playing a little bit closer to the track. But I did see a couple of people mention that in chat, so I've definitely been second-guessing my decisions there.
I think I would have gone for the double dig, but that could be wrong.
I think it's that.
Yeah, that might have been correct.
Oh my god.
And I would do it not even because it's not really because of economics. It's because like the spade is so good. The 2 spades are just so good for you in the long run.
Yes.
Like, you just always want more spades at all times, engineers, and you never don't want them.
Yes. Yeah. Fair enough.
You can also contest me on D7 as well.
Yep. Yeah.
I played way too greedy with D7. I didn't think you were gonna upgrade shipping, but maybe I'm wrong on that. Or like I was obviously wrong.
You actually just get it, right? You like your line would be build E4 with your double spade. Don't build E2, and then like he won't be able to take D7 before you take it next round, probably.
No, I would.
Well, I mean, if I passed before him, my cult spade could go on D7, and then he could take it back, and then we could trade spades, and then I could take single dig. I mean...
Yeah, no, what happens is I pass first because you took the double dig, right?
Right.
Because I have one more move than you, right?
Right.
Or this would be my next move. I would dig D7, you would dig D7 back, I would single spade D7.
Right.
That would be the full account of what happened there.
Right.
And it would just it would be a miserable time for both of us. Because I'm the kind of person that will dig back a hex. Like I ain't giving up a hex.
Okay.
And
I'm the opposite. The moment someone digs a hex on me, I'm like, well, that seems like a lot of work. I'll just go over here then.
Yeah, I also play the way Weber plays. For better or for worse.
So.
Danny makes a comment, as for me playing the track, my TP that I just built this round, you would have gotten back these 3 points from Water 1 eventually, so you just paid 2 extra gold to get the same amount of points. Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair, and you're actually probably losing out on Water 1. Maybe not. No, you probably...
It's because I pass here, so...
Yeah, so you're...
Probably get it, unless
cultists
they take it now?
Which cultists shouldn't, probably.
I don't know.
Not shouldn't, but I don't know.
No, I'm not.
He's gonna. I don't think cultists are gonna take it.
Not right now. No, there's no way.
Yeah, first move of next round you'll take it, but like.
Yeah, if it's still there, which no guarantees.
Yeah, I think it just like won't be, but yeah.
I would like to point one thing out. Andrew, you did give Cultist a cult bump for nothing.
I did?
Yep. Because you took the 3 power thing, you're gonna overproduce by 1.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I should have thought farther ahead. I admit I have not played that many games for down to 4 power, even though I thought that was correct here. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's fine. Like, I'm not upset about it. It just is what it is.
No, I mean, you're absolutely right. It's a small thing, but I'm dead wrong.
How dare you?
Danny's further breaking down that line of decisions that I made, saying in chat that I paid 2 spades and a worker income actually in a way. Oh, I see. Because if I got the spades down,
I love
then
how
I get the workers back.
I love how there's now Twitch chat. It's like, yep, you were wrong, and here's how wrong you were. Let me just break down how wrong you were here.
Well,
dear God,
it's nice to have a lot of pro players in Twitch chat to help us play better. I mean, I don't really see it as a downside.
No, I get it. It's just like it's things I just like. This is why I don't pay attention to Twitch chat when I'm commentating.
Well, I mean, this is entirely the reason why I set up this channel, was not to provide content to the community, but to get people to teach me how to play Terra Mystica. And
fair.
Literally my bio says, come and yell at me in chat and tell me what I'm doing wrong. So, you know, I totally invite this.
See, I don't allow people to tell me what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing nothing wrong, and therefore people should respect that decision.
Right.
Honestly, I kind of think it's great. Like in this community, like if you just like read the chat, you get like tons of strategic information, regardless whether you're like playing or also in the chat or just like whatever. Like I love that in the Fire 2 Open, for example, you get like commentator's perspective, but then like maybe Raynor isn't commentating, but he's just in the chat giving a different opinion of what's going on, and like he's also a very strong player. And,
yeah.
I don't know. I kind of think it's fascinating.
Yeah, for sure.
So sorry, I should probably think about my actual move, which I've been kind of trying to figure out whether I should take up more coins. I should probably just take more coins. Is there that much bridge pressure? Let's see. Engineers want...
Like, with engineers in the game, there is some bridge pressure, but I don't think there's enough.
There's the potential that Fakirs want the bridge at some point.
Fakirs do want the bridge at some point.
Wait, I think
1000%.
Bridge. Hold on. So like, here's the thing. I want to upgrade shipping twice this week, obviously. So I can afford that. I have 12 coins. And I believe that in this game, engineers want 1 bridge. Engineers want 2 bridges. Fakirs want 1 bridge. So I believe that 3 bridges are desired, and I want a bridge, so 4 are desired. So someone isn't getting it of those 4 bridges that are desired. Engineers will probably be the person, and then they'll just like build bridge 2 workers, whatever. But that means I need to make sure I get 1 at some point. I don't know if I'm like passing early enough this round to get 1. Like that doesn't seem obvious. So I think I should just take the bridge.
Well, all I can say is I guess you are only upgrading ship twice. It just seems really weird as mermaids with the ship pass tile to not be taking 7 coins when you can.
But I can afford it. I mean,
he's just got the things. He can do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then you're also spending 8 coins for primarily points conversion reasons. So backfilling those is set. Yeah, I don't know. You might be right, but I understand bridge pressure. Right. But really,
taking the bridge,
maybe
getting that out of the way is always a good thing on this.
I don't know. I often push that decision. Like, I often just say, whatever, like, I'll deal with this later and hope I get it, and then if I don't, well, so be it.
But I'm also master of not securing towns. Like, I will just always take coins, and then, I don't know, because I like having a lot of them.
I'll put it this way. Okay, here's the argument for not taking the bridge, is, like, what's the worst that happens if you don't take the bridge here? You, like, have to make a sanctuary, or you have to dig. Like,
no, I have to dig twice. Oh no, I can probably get away with digging once, but I have to make my temple to click. It depends on if I'm building another temple this game. The problem is I don't have a temple in the G4 to.
Yes.
Yeah, so it could be bad because let's see. I want Fire 2. It's not clear that I want Air 1. I think I'm just taking the bridge. I think the bridge is right. It could be wrong. I think it's competitive, but I think this is what I would do.
Extremely wrong. and I will say that as somebody benefiting from you not taking the bridge.
You think it's extremely wrong? Okay, well.
Yes. Because it gives cultists the coins, and they don't desperately need the coins, but like it just furthers a game where like they're already like rolling.
Yeah, I guess I don't really. What other people need does not really enter into my decision here. It's kind of the way I play.
That's fair. I think it's right. Okay, now I have to do this, and I don't want to do this, but I'll do it anyway. Water 1 pressure.
Oh yeah, I accept.
That dang water 1 over here. Yeah, here's like fakirs could get like real fancy, or engineers could get real fancy over here, but I just don't think it's worth it. You don't see a world where
do tell. What's the fanciness that I could?
Oh, like you could like double spade F4 or something like that.
That's no.
Like
why would I
was
double
like,
spade F4?
I don't know. Like I always think about those sorts of things though. I'm like, well, this is I've been trained in arena brain, which is like 200 ELO players are like, I'm gonna take your hex. I'm like, but no, why did you do that?
maybe if it would allow me to found a town, but
like
if I get double like, yeah, I don't know.
It theoretically could, but like,
When I play arena, I look at the elo of my opponents honestly, and then like I play around them. I like assume they'll play well if they're high elo, or like high arena rank, whatever. So like in this, like I would look at my opponents and I would say like that play is insane. So I'm gonna assume that my opponent will do that, even though I would like lose the game if they did or whatever.
That's fair. Am I about to make an insane play here? I do love insane plays.
Andrew, you picking up what Danny's saying in chat?
Yeah, I am. It's interesting. I do see your point, Danny. And you might be right. I'm not sure. I will say the trade-off of this is that I'm hoping to get on the ship pass tile twice. Like I'm hoping this isn't the only time I'm on it. I'm hoping to get it on it the last time. Now maybe I won't be able to arrange that. If I do, I think that this line worked out brilliantly. Like clearly better. But if I don't, then it worked out worse. So I'm not too sure. I mean, you're right. That's a little awkward that I'm not sending my priest to cult this round. I will say that like I don't really want to play cults at all aside from water. Like missing out on like the 2 coins or whatever is kind of meh. Like I'm not that into it. I do think getting on the ship tile twice is just a huge game, like a game-winning thing if I manage it. So I don't know on the whole. It still seems close to me. I definitely see what you're saying though.
Oh my god! I just realized how many coins I get next round. Oh my god.
Oh, and another one thing is I have tons of coins. Like I still have 2 TPs up. I'm not gonna not have them up anytime soon. And like I also like there's tons of coins in the past tiles. Like I don't actually think coins are at all a problem for me, even though obviously like more coins is nice and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I have ideas now.
Uh-oh.
None of them are about killing you. Don't worry. No, they're none of them are killing you.
How would you kill me right now? Double diggy 5?
Yeah, double diggy 5.
Fair enough. That would kill me.
Oh yeah.
Oh god.
Oh shit! Yeah.
Yep, that would do it.
Dead
Yep.
there. Yep.
How would he kill you? Well, he would take you, and then he would take the next you need more than anything in the world, and then you'd be deceased.
You did.
Well, yeah, but Danny, like, okay, it's not really twice if I only score 3 points on it once. Like, what I'm saying is I'm able to score 9 and 15 points on it or something. That's a lot more than 3 plus 15. But, yeah, I don't know.
I'm eventually just going to get Danny to jump into this voice chat while you guys argue it out.
I mean, I'm still deeply uncertain about the line that I took with this with this burning down to 4 thing. But I did it.
I think the burning down to 4 was 100% correct. Like, in no way was it ever not correct.
Yeah, I definitely agree that Bizzell thinks it was right.
Well done. Well done, sir. Well done. Shit. Oh my god, I've got so many things I can do.
You're running your clock down, Bizzell.
I know I'm running my clock
ticking.
down. I don't need your shit. I'm like never gonna be able to do this again. So.
Yeah, I love that move. That seems great.
Yeah.
Not building on it.
No, I think that's where the like it makes sense that that's where either a bridge town is gonna go or a sanctuary town, and D7 is under way more threat. Like if he gets D7, that means he can go C4 and then A5, right? If he takes I5, well, okay, then he's taking I5. Is it good for Aaron? No, stop. So it's a matter of like I needed the spades, but I also just couldn't build there.
So annoyingly, you guys have full power. What are you guys doing here?
That's a good question.
That's really, really annoying for me.
I don't have
just
full
build next
power.
to me. Build a temple for something. I'll take it.
Oh yeah, no. you have some down there. Okay, never mind.
Oh yeah.
You see, I have this secret plan where I'm going to take a priest and then upgrade ship again.
I love it.
I will always take a coin for a cult bump.
I have to take this first.
Engineers took it already.
4. Yeah.
I looked at that for approximately half a second.
Engineers do not decline leaf. That's an important rule of life.
Yeah.
I'm seeing this important rule of life over here.
All right, there's my Earth 1.
I take this this priest. I'm upgrading ship again.
Did you just take Earth 1 in round 4? We're dead. We're all dead.
Well, I've been saying I like cultist game a lot here. Like they got the double space. I mean the double town key. They have like plenty of space, like plenty of economy. They've won 2 cults. Like I think cultists are having a great game.
I agree. I agree with the statement.
And Earth 1 is
okay.
How many points is Earth 1 worth for you at this point? Like you'll probably get down to you'll probably build
I'm at
6 more structures.
8 structures, so at least 6. So at least 12 points, maybe 14.
Yep.
So it's probably almost equivalent to Water 1 for me at this point.
Yeah.
Which is why you didn't prioritize Water 1. Makes a lot of sense.
Oh, to hell with it. This is what we're doing today.
Ah, yes. Cult fakirs. Good.
Sort of cult fakirs? Like 4 priests for 2 second places? That seems poor.
Not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have so many cult rewards. Like, I have so many cult rewards over here. It's insane.
Okay, so here's another question I'm pondering right now. Should I actually upgrade shipping again, or should I just send this one priest that I got to the track, and then like ship to H2 and like hard dig a dwelling out or something like that? It's like a lot more economical, like not actually upgrade shipping even again, but I don't know if it's actually better.
I don't know the answer to that question. I wish I could be your seer. I'm gonna say if you have the ability to take it to upgrade ship again, it's probably correct. But
sorry, that's my cat screaming in the background. If you guys can hear that on stream,
don't hear it at all.
We can't hear anything.
Okay.
Literally nothing.
Figuratively, nothing as well. Both literally and figuratively, nothing.
I think it might not be right for me to upgrade shipping again.
That's gonna leave you a little short, right?
Yeah, I think I just send this priest to cult for like effectively 6 coins because this round I get 2 and I don't have to upgrade shipping right now. So yeah, that seems better. And it'll just be water cult, my cult.
Love a good my cult of water.
So for now, I will just build my free dwelling, my build, which I'm building for purely economic.
Out of curiosity, why are you not upgrading B3 and getting a ship pass tile or coins?
Why am I not upgrading beef?
Like if you upgrade B3 to a trading post, you mean, and then take like a ship town or something?
Yeah.
I'm planning to town with fire 2.
Okay.
I don't
That's fair.
think I really want to invest that trading post there. Like my set town is going to be sanctuary TP dwelling, and then my town on the west might need to be a big build. Or it's a little awkward actually. Maybe the big buildings go there. Basically, I think my life will be hard if I do that. Is the long story short.
That's fair. That makes sense. Not gonna lie, my game come together quite well. Like,
do I need to protect E3 from Bizzell? I might need to.
Gosh knows, I wouldn't trust him.
Well, I mean, no. I'll say it. No, you don't, because at worst you go C4 or A6.
Oh, you're right. Okay, good.
Yeah. I thought about that. That was a crazy plan. Was doing E3, E2.
Yeah. Right.
So
It was dumb and bad. Don't do it.
Just figuring out this dwelling now, getting more income.
Ooh.
Well, I'm gonna do it at some point. I'd rather just get more workers out of it. It's not like.
Yeah, that shouldn't be that surprising, is it, Bizzell?
No. It's not surprising. It's just I can do things now that I didn't.
Oh, I see.
That I couldn't do before.
The 2-for-1 was exciting for you.
Yes, the 2-for-1 was exciting for me. And I'm debating doing it now. Yeah, because either I get, I'm either gonna get a spade or get the coins that I thought I was gonna get to anyway. Like, it's all good. And I get an extra worker out.
I'm still not sure if I should. I should probably just track this priest. I should probably not upgrade ship even again. That makes a lot
You're
of sense.
still debating this upgrading shipping?
Well, I got all this leech now, so I've gotten out my 2 dwellings that I wanted to get this round because I want them out earlier to just get more income. But so now I can still afford it, but I do have to down convert a worker to a coin, and that kind of sucks. So I guess I just.
I mean, you have infinite workers at this point in time, so.
I mean, I built a lot of TPs early, so I have less workers than you might think, but it is still we're both making 7 workers next.
Fun fact, we actually have almost the same economy right now.
Yeah, which maybe isn't great for me, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't think that's great for you, actually. You have 1 more trading post, that's it.
I mean, I acknowledge that, yeah, Bizzell's kind of having a pretty good game on Call of Duty, man. I have no idea who's winning this game. It could be anyone.
Call of Duty?
Part of that though is Bizzell, you're getting two air workers next round, so it is income for next round, but your worker economy.
No, I'm getting that's not it. I'm getting coins next round.
Oh, coins next round. Sorry, I'm dumb.
Yeah, I'm getting 8 coins next round from the Colts, buddy.
I should have just looked at the faction boards.
That's fine. And then I produced 7 workers. So.
Yeah, I see.
And produce 2 priests, which means I can jump to B6 and A9. I have so many jumps as well. Not to
Chat, who do you think is winning this game?
And why is it me?
Yeah, who do you think is winning this game, and why is it Bizzell? Is indeed the question we're asking. Okay.
Are you tempting me over here, friend? George, did you tempt me over here?
We're just having fun. I'll just taunt you a little bit.
Just doing a little tempt? A little tempt over there?
The only response we have from chat is anyone other than Andrew.
Wow.
Sorry, Andrew.
That's...
Cultists look good. Okay.
So you should be aware that the person saying that is a close magic friend of mine.
Okay, welcome.
Does not play Terra Mystic at all.
Okay.
You know what? I agree with him now. I think we should hear him out.
Break it down, yeah.
Yeah, let's hear it. All right. So, I know you're gonna laugh at me for this, but I'm debating, and hear me out here because it may be good. Going Stronghold.
Always.
I think that could work. I mean,
I mean, I'm always getting Sanctuary as well, but like, what if I did Sanctuary and Stronghold? What if I did both?
I think that's a bit much.
Well, that's just your opinion.
But I think you should do it.
No, I'm going Sanctuary, and I'm not going Stronghold. I debated it, and then I was like, that's 10 coins, though. That's a lot of coins.
No,
That's
I
like
could
a
see
whole
an
lot of
argument for just Stronghold.
No, I have to go Sanctuary here. I'm making a Sanctuary town out of G7, F4, H7.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just trying to mess with you.
Ooh, or I could... I'm debating Fire 2 now, and I think it's terrible.
So here's a thought, guys. I kind of want to stay in the round because I'd really love a points pass tile. Really, my only option is like building another trading post, which is not amazing. It's fine, but like I'd be paying a worker and 2 coins to convert a worker economy into 2 coins and a power. Just to maybe stay in the round to try to get the ship VP pass tile.
Yeah, and you probably could.
Seems kind of worth it.
Is it good? Is it worth it? Maybe? I don't know. Probably?
Probably.
I mean, one question.
Man, I'm having a struggle over here thinking about my game, so.
I don't know.
We're all aboard the struggle bus.
You have to worry about, will you still have the resource to build both your big buildings next round? I guess probably.
Is he building both of them?
I can't imagine I'm building both. It hadn't dawned on me that I would.
I think you'd want to. I don't know. Get some bridges down. Start that bridge going.
It looks decent.
And like, you definitely need a sanctuary at some point. I suspect you're building both. It could be no stronghold, but.
All right.
I think I would be aiming for both in your shoes.
Yeah.
But I can also see the argument for trying to get the.
I think.
Sorry, Danny, too late. Danny just said TP into ship is reasonable since TP gives you more coins. Yeah. Now I'm just passing for coins with still the same workers, but no points.
Oh, okay. Well, I basically was happy here either way, where I was going to get the dual tile or the spade tile. It looks like spade is my fate today. Okay with that. And I don't think I'm going to get the coins, right?
No, you're almost 100. Well, maybe I'm wrong.
Actually, I think I might.
Yeah, you probably will, actually.
So I think
I don't need coins.
At the ready. Because I don't think Webber is going to take coins over, like, bridges and spades and such. Maybe he will, but I'm going to leave myself open to the opportunity.
Yeah.
I don't think I am going to get a pass tile lately. I'm going to say it. I don't think I will ever get a good pass tile. And that's the downside of figures here. They're never going to have a good pass tile.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, your options as far as pass tiles goes are coins or different coins.
Yeah. Coins or, yeah. You know what? I could get a priest. Could have taken that priest.
Oh, Danny made another good point about me possibly jumping onto the ship VP pass tile, is that if I was going to have a longer round than mermaids, which I probably could, there's a lot of things I could do, then I could hold the ship tile for like denial.
Yeah, that is true, although...
Because right now it's open, which is kind of perfect for you. I don't know how many things you need to do this turn.
I think
but...
Paul is going to pass on to it.
Yeah, I'm taking...
Oh, you're passing on to it right now. What am I talking about? Yeah.
So I think I'm not going to get it, because me passing right before Cultist is like the worst case scenario for me getting it.
Yeah,
so I think I'm like in the first dream. So I don't think that Danny's point is relevant, because in this scenario I also don't get it. So, yeah, maybe I don't know. I could have tried to make my last round longer, to try to do something weird, but here we are.
Yeah, I could have gone another turn. Like, I could have built on B5 by turning 3 power to a worker and building my last dwelling, but I didn't really want to do that.
So here's an interesting question, because for someone who says always coins is the answer, except engineers, sometimes the answer is spades. Do I want 2 workers for 3 power, i.e. a bridge, and also bridge pressure to the table, or 7 coins, after a round that we all just got infinity coins.
I think there's no way you want coins here, but that could be wrong.
I don't think so. I think the bridge is the right.
Is it wrong to not? Okay. Because
Yeah,
I'm a hypocrite. I
it's
always scold people for not taking coins, but here I am. Like, I'm kind of leaning towards the bridge.
Like, the thing is, your stuff is so cheap. Like, 18 coins is like almost all the coins you'll need the whole rest of the game. Like,
It
you
is a
only
lot.
need one.
I mean, other than I am going to upgrade ship probably like twice, possibly this
he's
round.
still upgrading ship,
but...
and if he's building Stronghold Sanctuary, that's 12 coins, just those 2.
Yeah, but like he also has the TP income. I guess it was 1 TP. Yeah, that's true.
No, he won't after he builds his Stronghold.
Yeah. No, you're right. I still
unless
think
you're trying to deny it to the table. Like, I don't think it matters. Like, unless you're trying to deny coins to the table. It's like, I'm always a fan of denying coins to the table. I've done it many a time.
Yeah. There's also value in denying the bridge to the table.
Yes.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't even think I actually am taking the bridge. Like, the more I look at this game, the more I just like don't think I'm taking the bridge. Like, I would love to be able to take it, but I just don't think I'll be able to.
So does that mean you're 2-towning, or like you're gonna front a turn anyway? Okay. Yeah, I think 2-towning is totally reasonable.
Yeah, like, it's fine. 2-towning means I also don't have to take Fire 2 here, which I really like. It means I get to take water or air 1, which I do love. Do love me some air 1.
Chat.
Yeah, so I'm at a funny point here where I can build my sanctuary for air 1, which will get me 6 points, or I could just build my stronghold, which is 7 points.
Are you making another town ever? Like,
oh yeah,
he's making the C3 to A2 town, or maybe the A3 to A1 town. He's gonna make some town in the west.
Yeah. And I don't need my sanctuary for the town, so I think it's better off to just build my stronghold.
Really?
Sure. Yeah, I don't think it's bad. Yeah, I think it's fine. It gets you 2 power.
Yeah,
and the potential
it gives me more income. It gives me more points, unless I'm building.
Well, the only consideration is that it does like remove a 2-coin income off the board. Your stronghold.
Yeah,
but he's thinking that probably upgrading. So it takes a worker off the board, but like you don't care about workers.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't. It's not going
Anyways,
there. But
I'll keep thinking about. I'm always going to build that.
Oh, well, dang. The plan was to
before I forget that Bizzell upgrades his range when he towns.
I'm not upgrading range when I town. What are you talking about?
Well, you're probably not anymore, actually.
Yeah, that's what I said. I never. Yeah, it's no use to me.
Look, I think this is just very classic and typical cult fakirs play. I think we all agree on that.
I play fakirs in a very weird and specific way. Why don't you guys recognize this?
It's kind of great, to be honest.
I think it's lovely, and I'm very happy to do it.
Okay. So, I'm realizing I have a small problem here, which is I'd like to get up both my big buildings, but I need a few more workers to do that.
Good news. You have workers in fancy robes.
You do have workers in fancy robes. I could also take a workers town, but that's pretty medium. Because I am going to form a town.
Love a workers town.
I mean, I really do think a workers town is conceivable here for me.
Oh, look at that. I got a power.
Yeah, I mean, I want fire 2. I need like 1 priestess underwater at some point, probably. And I definitely don't want like a cult. I'm playing a 1 cult game. So what do I really take it's not workers. I think it's just workers.
Seems fine.
Yeah, seems fine to me.
Unless you just take the priest, it's 1 less worker, 2 more points.
Yeah.
Yeah, the worker is worth 2 points to me, but it's hard to be certain of that at this time. But I think it is. So I'm gonna take the workers. So I've decided.
Love that for you.
I hope I'm not spending too much time on my decisions. Weber can tell me.
It's fine. It's totally fine.
Yeah, I mean, no one spends more time on their turns than I do.
Okay.
That's accurate. At least we have one accurate statement. That's cool.
Is that the only truthful
to
thing
play-
I've said all evening, Bizzell? Is that what you're saying?
No, I didn't say that.
I try to play the turns where I don't take forever very fast.
Right.
Okay, so that's going up water. Yeah, I'm in a really awkward spot with the town that I'm taking, and I don't like that.
If you can get 2 towns and take both the cult towns, that seems fairly good for you. But I guess you're not taking 2 towns this turn.
Yeah, no, I'm not taking 2 towns this turn. That's accurate. There you go, guys.
Oh, so nice.
That's just for you, friends.
Oh, I'm accepting.
I figured you would.
How dare you accept the cult fakirs?
Yeah, they get up one cult bump in spirit. No cult bumps in reality, but one in spirit.
I'm the magical cultist. Figures. Oh no, my plan.
Okay, so here's a real question, folks. Am I stretching for 3-town NGs here?
Where are you making your 3rd town? Where in
Look
to
closely.
G1
F2,
over
D3.
there.
F2D?
Well, those are the hexes I would dig. D2 and obviously the grays as well. That's the 3rd town.
over in the west
I mean,
here.
yeah, you could.
It must be
but,
super awkward. It's going to be more awkward because I have, I don't know, there's some adjacency around there. D3 is a neighbor.
God, it feels
G1 as a neighbor.
So I'm actually thinking about if I want to down convert or sit on this power for a moment.
What would you? Oh, you need workers, I guess.
I
Do you
consider
still need
changing
workers?
I think I still need workers potentially, but I think I'm actually down to convert one. I think it's fine. Okay. I don't actually know if I need workers. I might take another workers town, as it turns out.
Oh my God, you are killing me with these workers.
I just need more workers towns. Okay, Bizzell.
I'm hearing you. I'm hearing you, and I don't like it, but I'm hearing you.
And right now is one of those times.
Chat, help me out here. Should I stretch for a 3rd town?
Wait, sorry, I'm still trying to figure out where your 3rd town is. It's
Oh,
not
it's
in the west.
D3, D2, F2, G1. And a bridge and maybe C1. There's all kinds of stuff over there. That's a lovely spot for NGs to dig all that stuff up there.
Why wouldn't you try for that town? Is it really that hard for you? I mean, you want to compete on network too, right?
Yeah, for sure. So it just means like if I didn't do it, then I would like if I ignored that town, the most efficient way for me to like I would just take double dig now and do something like H9 D3. But if I want to dig both F2 and D3 with one single double like one action 6 without having to use single spade actions, then I upgrade ship a 3rd time. I take G3 and then I double dig on D3 F2. It is a bit of a mission, but I mean, I have been taking a ton of leech.
Go for that.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Cultist is going to take double dig. So therefore, I think double dig is just yours when you want it. Like, I don't think you're in a rush, you know?
And that's why, by the way, I find on some of my most successful engineer games on this map, like double digging G4 to G3 is handy because having G3 as a launching like spot into late games, you only need 2, like you just need 2 shipping to get to F2. Sometimes you can cult spade it and sort of secure some space up there. Anyhow, there's certainly a lot of value in having G3 for that reason.
I think G3 is like, I think that, so when you're playing near this map and you start on H5, I think G4 should almost always be your first double thing.
Yeah.
And I think many engineers players foolishly dig F5, and like while sometimes that's right, like usually it's G4.
Yeah, I agree. G4 is good.
I make a town D2 to G1 like constant. Like I'm almost every engineer's game I play, I make it.
Oh.
Yeah, this is what I realized is that this is going to happen, so I can downconvert the power.
Awesome.
No.
Danny says go for it. Thank you. I needed someone to talk me in out of that.
It's going to happen.
I mean, yeah, you can get it, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Okay, so sorry, just please look away while I take these workers again.
Killing me with these workers.
Oh, don't worry. This way I don't have to take a worker town. That's the point of this.
That's lovely. I'm very happy for your not worker town.
Now I have enough workers to do.
Gray's asking me if I'm building stronghold this round.
You should. I don't see why you wouldn't.
Oh, I think he's not. I think that the G3 D2 like build with a dwellings line is enough economically better to be worth losing points.
It could be. I could be wrong. I go out of my way to build like strongholds, like the last structure I build with engineers generally. I mean, I haven't.
Yeah, I guess you don't have the like. You should have taken workers if you were building the stronghold.
You can convert 3 power to a worker and take the worker town.
Yeah. Honestly, yeah, you can almost do both. You can actually do both. But like, the problem is that you need the bridge to make that to make it worth it. It's just like it's 17 points to do it. Like I think it's just way better, but I could be wrong. I think it's not worth it now, but it would have been worth it before. That's my statement on it. I'm sticking to it.
All right. Yeah, you could be right there. I don't know. That's one thing that maybe I haven't adapted to correctly on Fire and Ice, but I tend to still play engineers here like I do on base map, where I build literally all my structures other than stronghold.
I could have gotten away with doing the cult bump, right? I'm not crazy.
Oh yeah.
I wasn't.
Yeah. I think if you had 2 more turns, then I would have jumped in front of you, but I
just didn't think it was that big a deal. At the end of the day, I was like, all right, well, it's fine. I also really needed that.
I mean,
I think I may be 3-towning this game. I think I may be going back on what I said before.
Do I take this 3 for 2? Oh, that's close.
4 for 3.
I think I take the 3 for 2.
Oh yeah.
I still got some stuff to do. I can
3.
Close. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do fine. I don't know if that's.
You still have dreams, right, Andrew?
Well, let's see. I'll be down to. Yeah. Okay. It's merely a matter of coins. I think I'm gonna need more coins than I currently possess because I'm building my other big building this round. But yeah. And where's that big building going? The answer is it doesn't really matter. But I build another trading post. Build it.
I'm seeing a world where I win this game. This feels weird.
I
I don't know if I am, but
really, I'm seeing a world where cultists win this game.
Yeah, cultists are almost assuredly winning this game.
I mean, they have as many points as you, more stuff, and 3 cults.
Do they have more stuff?
I mean, I'm seeing a world
okay, it's not entirely true.
Win.
Okay, I guess as long as we all agree that I'm losing, so that way when I pull out the game in some way, it's like more impressive. That's great.
Whoa, why did your big building go there?
So I'm trying to avoid building a trading post this round because it doesn't matter. Like I'm gonna have one town that's over by 1 regardless. It turns out here.
Okay, fair enough.
So like, I'm just like, think there might be a world where I pass, like, and basically from now on I want to be ready to pass. So I'm just doing this first, and then if cultists pass next move, for example, I'm ready to pass. If they don't pass next move, I can keep doing stuff. That's kind of the situation I'm trying to arrange, but it is what it is.
That's fair.
That's
if
fair.
I pass next move, Yeah, I guess if I pass now, engineers might still pass onto it.
I think
It puts them in a tough spot.
Oh, it puts me in a really awful,
He really
awful,
wants
awful
to double dig
spot.
here.
Yeah.
Oh, I think so. My analysis was that if you passed here, engineers would not pass, which could be wrong, but that was my analysis, and that's why I'm kind of like arranging this. But I don't know if you're actually going to pass, and if you don't pass, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do. So I still have some like things to figure out. But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think if you pass here, engineers have to take that tile. Engineers have 44 points right now. Like, is a town worth 9 points? Is that double spade worth 9 points?
9 points.
Yeah.
And I think
I think he should pass if I do.
I think it's closer than you're describing. I mean, I'm maybe biased towards myself. I'm willing to admit that, but like.
Oh, you're 100% biased towards yourself.
I think that, like double spade is so good for engineers. Like, is he getting it next round? This round?
Great. Double spade is phenomenal on turn 1, but it's turn 5, and he has 44
Yeah,
points.
and am I getting it next round? I don't know, but if I get single spade, which I almost surely get, because who takes single spade in round 6? Very few people. That opens up I2, I1. I still have G1, D2. I ignore the town. I get 4 hexes. I build some trading posts. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's certainly true. A town is 9 points and this is 9 points. So I guess
no. A town is 7 points. Don't I mean, yes, a town is 9 points, but like on average, because I'm also making a ton of towns, right? I'm gonna say a town is 7 points.
But even at 7 points, then 7 points and 2 workers let him do even more stuff and like a pretty useful resource. I don't know. I think it's closer than you're describing. It might still be right for him to pass for it. That's fine.
Yeah.
So be it. I
mean, you also have to look at it as I mean, it's not just 9 points versus 9 points. It's 9 points versus giving you 50, like it's a 24-point swing as well.
That's granted. I mean, certainly it is a big denial for me.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to do some random stuff.
Random stuff is always good.
And then I'm going to build this. Would you like an enormous leech, either of you?
I would take it if I could, but no.
I actually would like that 2-power. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's kind of what I was waiting on, actually.
And then, let's see, I'm getting 5 power. I don't want to build any of my TPs right now. Do I want a temple? I don't think I want another temple. I don't think I'm going to want to run this game. And if it doesn't matter, take it now. So, unless they're going to run out of air 1s, which I guess is possible. So I guess I need one moment to figure out if I'm going to want air 1.
Gotta love those air 1 rushes.
Yeah, it's all about the air 1 rush. If you get denied air 1, then you might as well quit the game.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just type GG and you're done.
I'm just worried I'm going to run out of stuff to do. I need to build 3 TPs and 3 dwellings or something.
That seems like lots of stuff to do.
Well, I have 10 workers and 10 coins.
And you need 3 dwellings and 3 trading posts and a dig?
That's going to run out pretty quick.
Yeah, that sounds like 10 workers.
That's what I'm shooting to 5 just to score 5 points. Okay. Yep, you're right. I'm just going to pass.
I mean, I'm no mathematician, but 3 trading posts, 3 dwellings, and a hard dig sounds like a bunch of workers.
That's fair.
Sounds like 12 workers.
Is it 12? Okay. I actually was like,
I have a lot of workers to. No, I actually don't need that many workers. I need so many coins, though. I need so many coins.
Fancy road, so I really have 12 workers, as it turns out. But yeah. And I could get another one, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm going to take 6 coins.
Bizzell, it's going to make me really angry when you end up beating me on both Earth and Air. That's been infuriating me. Our positions there, dude, just one ahead of me. It's just like, I don't know. I don't know why that bugs me so much.
Oh, I know it's going to bug. That's partially why I put it there. I was like, it's going to annoy the shit out of Aaron.
You put... Who invests 4 priests into those? I don't know. Anyhow.
Into getting second? I invested 4 priests into getting 2 shovels.
Yeah, whatever.
Infinity things.
Fair enough.
Let's build this bridge.
Smart.
This seemed good.
Giving cultists another 7 coins. Very good.
You know what? There are only so much I can do about it, okay? The one who built the bridge before, okay? This is what happens. You built the bridge, then cultists got the coins, and I had to build the bridge, and cultists got the coins.
We're really just doing a good job denying engineers that.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, engineers have taken the double spade last round and built another dwelling, then have another worker to help make that bridge. I'm just throwing it out there.
I will say that this game is currently just is helping my feelings of not liking engineers this game. It's like
I can tell you that in the official NerdCube Fire and Ice tier list, they were B tier. Engineers were so not S, not A. They were like in the middle tier with like a million factions, like with both yellow factions and giants, for example.
That's fair. I don't. Are they that good? Nah, I don't know.
They're on this map. They are quite medium.
Sorry, I just am counting. Is it even possible for me to do this? It's kind of awkward to try to build another town when you only have one dwelling left because you have to. Well,
oh yeah, that's super awkward.
It's really awkward.
Don't worry. At some point, I'll build E7. When you know.
I think I can do it with.
You're going. You have to fire 2.
Yeah, there's a fire 2 in there, and there's 8 workers, 14 coins, 2 digs, a bridge, plus yeah, that's sort of all possible. All right, close enough.
That's what I love to see. It's sort of possible.
I think sort of possible counts. Here, do you want a bunch of leech cultists?
I don't think so. I haven't really counted out everything I need to do, which I probably should have been doing, but
yeah, that's fine.
No. Nah.
Okay, so I think.
Am I meant to do what I think I'm meant to do?
Also, apologies to chat. I realize I'm being accused of only ever listening to Danny.
How dare you only listen to Danny?
That's true.
I really wish I could upgrade my digging right
EJ,
now. I'm not even kidding.
I'll start listening to you more in chat, especially given that you were on my stream and kicked my ass and then made a documentary about how you kicked my ass on my own stream and put it on Zorus's channel. It's true. Touche. I should do what you say more.
Yeah, it is very clear that not all voices are equal in Weber's chat.
Well, Danny just writes like these Ranier length essays. They're kind of hard to avoid. It's just like, holy essay Batman, you know? So.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, so I have to do this. And then...
That actually makes me feel better, Bizzell. Somehow I'm okay with you winning those now that you're 2 steps ahead of me. It was just that one step. You're just barely better than me. And that's what bugs me about you.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, God. This is getting really personal. Okay.
Yeah, this feels a little personal over here.
Just a sec. I'm going to post the link to EJ's best game on Zorus's channel in chat.
We're going to do... Am I really doing a coin town here? That feels so bad.
Rainier would approve.
Here, folks. Just check this out.
The joke being, of course, that it's one of the few things he hates.
Yeah, fork it. I'm doing a coin town.
Fork it.
Damn.
That's the kind of PG language I like to hear.
But don't worry, it looks like you're not going to win any calls, and if there's one thing he hates more than taking the coin town, it's winning any calls. So.
Who? Bizzell?
Ranier.
Oh, yeah. Ranier doesn't like winning calls. If he wins calls, he considers himself doing something wrong.
Yeah, it's like, wow.
He's probably on the... I don't know if he's watching right now.
Not on these calls.
Look at those call points I have. Wow, this is good.
Such cults.
Well, when you're up against, the fakirs, who are just a cult machine.
Yeah, when you're up against cultist fakirs, what are you gonna do about it? You can't. It's just undeniable.
All right, I've
I
stopped.
would like to say that my priests are very focused. I said 5 priests, and I'm going to get a first and a second probably, and I'm very content with it.
I mean, you could temple for fire 3 if you really wanted to.
I was thinking about it. I don't think it's right.
It doesn't seem great, but it's an option.
Like, the thing is, I have a lot of TPs to build, okay?
Yeah.
A lot of
Don't
TPs.
we all have a lot of TPs to build?
And so
yeah.
I just don't know that, like, if I'm trying to get out, like, 3 TPs and, like, some number of dwellings, it actually could be right. I mean,
if you're going to be building if you're going to have to build a temple to build another trading house, then it seems worth it.
No, I'm not. But what I'm realizing is that it's tough for me to build more than one dwelling because like digs are a limited resource. And therefore,
there you can always single spade B8.
yes, that's true. But I'm wondering if I should take it from you partially because I think you're leading. Oh no, I can't. Wait, no, this is still moot. I don't have my second town isn't formed yet, so I don't have this option. So this is irrelevant.
That's
Cool.
Sorry, folks. I'm taking
That's
so
true.
long. I'm just counting things, so I don't make a complete fool of
Sorry,
myself.
I would
here.
expect nothing less from you, Weber.
Yeah, the timer is
Aw.
running. Don't worry.
Okay.
I will say you can subtract like 3 minutes from my timer because I was ready to pick any faction in the world, but you were like, "Let's talk about all these factions." I'm like, "All right, sure, we can talk about that for 3 minutes while I decide to do nothing."
Well, all he really wants to do is put in witches, but not in exactly first position. So
Yeah, I'm not kidding. I just, you can't put them in first. How does it feel taking Fire 2 to get no points on Fire Cult?
Really good. Thank you.
I'm sorry.
oh god, that was savage. Okay, so I think I'm gonna take an unconventional move here, which is to do that.
God damn it! Ah.
Oh,
I knew that was gonna happen, but it makes me so mad.
Well, I'm just playing 4 power for 3 workers, and I decided that I actually wanted that in this case.
Oh yeah, totally makes sense. Just Bizzell really wanted.
Yeah, I really wanted that.
The single spade.
Well,
now
yeah.
I gotta take the workers' power action. I really don't want to. I really didn't want to.
We all want things that we can't have in life, Bizzell, and in this case,
yeah, I know.
spade was something we couldn't have.
Yeah, I know.
Do I want 1 for 0? Absolutely, I want 1 for 0.
Do I want? Okay, well, I was saying I could decline this. I don't really care about cult's position on any cults though, so.
I think not making this town or the third town was the better option. The more I look at it, because then I could done spade, or like I could have carpet flown, done a spade, and then carpet flown, built a dwelling. But now I'm like doing really awkward shit.
Okay, can I ask a weird question? I understand I'm currently participating in this game, but can we take a moment and assess the network race? So, Engineers is going to win the network, I'm pretty sure, right? And
he's getting to 15.
Yeah,
which I think is enough to win.
Yeah. So Engineers is going to win. And then I think second is between me and Cultists, and I'm not sure who's winning. And I think Bizzell can surrender network if he wants to. I don't think he's going to win that. I don't think he's doing much networking things. Maybe that's wrong.
I think that's wrong. But
you think that's wrong? Interesting.
I think
okay.
wrong.
Maybe it's Engineers in first and everyone is in the scrum percent. That's possible too.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, I think the me, mermaids, fakirs are all going to be pretty close.
Okay.
And it's hard to tell at the moment who. I think mermaids might be able to finish second. Is what it's looking like to me.
I'm not. Yeah. So digging B8 with a little hard dig is definitely something that I'm considering. Not yet sure if I'm actually going to do that. I also think there's a chance that winning fire is better than that for me, in the sense that, assuming that Cult of winning, I really am interested in taking points away from Cult.
That's fair enough. Yes, I'm taking this.
One moment while I consider what town I want. Probably just 9 points. And I'll work her in a robe. I'll just do no math and take that.
Love that. I'm playing some high APM over here. Let's move them though. Yeah, this is one of those times where I very, very, very much wish that I could upgrade Dig twice. Because I definitely would have upgraded Dig twice here, I think. Maybe not twice, but like it would have at least been an option.
So that's where I think I'm taking a coin town so I can upgrade digging. Potentially. Or at least I'm going to need coins regardless to build more trading houses.
You silly people who need coins. I would like to state that I don't need any coins, for those curious.
Oh, I don't need any coins anymore either, so I'm right there with you.
Yeah, I just actually like bathe into my piles of coins like Scrooge McDuck style in this game. For those curious about what I do.
Thanks, friend.
Oh, why did you do that? Aaron, what are you doing?
Team Canada, baby.
Getting free half coins and also Team Canada.
I think it's honestly like not as well. I mean, it's kind of a big deal.
No, it's actually just bad. Like, this is just one of those times, Aaron, where I'm just like, Aaron, why are you doing these things? Like,
well, we told him earlier in the game that he's supposed to accept all leaf engineers. He's just following what we told him.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I get, like, it's one of those things, especially when you're hearing the commentary and you're like, well, they could fight over things. Like, you could make points, or you could like have a race.
It's true. I should be focusing on who's exactly ahead of me and behind. Like, obviously, that helped cultists. Like, it would be better for me if mermaids won fire than cultists. Is that the argument?
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna win fire.
I mean, you're not gonna win fire.
Like, I did some analysis. Like, I think building a temple is wrong for me because like I need those workers to hard dig things to get out more dwellings.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I just decided I wasn't gonna do that. And the only reason I even toned up last round was just I wanted to scare cultists into like maybe taking their actions in suboptimal order because I could do that even though I'm not going to.
Love that.
But
yeah, maybe I'm not doing anything cult-wise, or maybe I'm not doing anything. I'm not getting anything on the as far as dwellings go, and that's fine. That's just life.
I think it kind of looks like you're not, but I don't know for sure.
Yeah, I think I'm out of it.
You have 91 points though, so you're definitely not like out of the game. You're just not.
Oh no, I'm not. Yeah, and I'm about to build 3 trading posts, so I'm definitely not out of the game.
No, I very much. Yeah, I certainly would not intend to apply that you were.
Do I want another half coin? What does everyone think? Oh,
yes.
Yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah. Well, at this point, it's over. At this point, the ship has sailed.
Well, Cultist doesn't even care about the cobbles anymore. They don't even do anything. So like.
Yeah.
Well, that one gave me 2 power instead of 1 power if he denied.
Mm-hmm. So either way, you get a power. The question is, do you get a power and also I get an extra power? And
right.
Given that it's
I agree with that.
If it's a 2-player game, it's a wash. If it's a 4-player game, then it's correct for me to do it.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
Okay, so I need 1 moment to analyze. So I'm hoping to build.
What does this do?
3 plus 2. Okay, so I need.
Yeah, it's the Cures teammate goals.
And then I need.
Just while you're thinking through that, Andrew, someone made a really good comment in the Twitch chat. Absolutely. Gray, I don't know if I'm pronouncing your username correct ever, but anyhow, Gray0. Taking the 11-point town, me, and then taking 3 for 2 leech seems a little suspect. Absolutely, for sure. That's
Wait, why is it suspect? Because
apparently I need coins. If I'm taking all this leech everywhere and I'm taking 3 for 2 and right, like I'm doing that because I must need coins for what I'm trying to do. And if I need coins, then why? Like maybe there's an argument that actually a coin town would have just been a more efficient way. I mean, it was a single 3 for 2, but it is a good point that like there isn't always a point in just like taking a high VP town tile because who doesn't love 11 victory points in the last round if you still are trying to do other stuff and you need resources, and you end up just taking more expensive coins at a higher rate of inefficiency than 1 VP for 1 coin, which is what a 3 for 2 is. Anyhow, I think someone says he says I think you took 3 for 2 twice. So that's three coins for 4 victory points versus 6 coins for 6 victory points, which is what a coin town is.
Yeah. Okay.
In hindsight, I think my first workers' town could have actually been a priest town that I just converted to worker immediately, but I wasn't ready to commit to that at the time. So that kind of, I regret that, but here we are. I should have 2 priest towns, I think.
Is anybody else getting in town? Nobody else is getting in town for a little while, so this is fine.
Is anyone else getting a town?
I'm here to offer you, like, next move.
Oh.
Like in a single move. That was my cause for questioning.
Sorry, just hang on while I take 10 minutes like a boss while I analyze this move.
Love that. It's great for the viewers, don't worry.
Again, I would expect nothing more.
Yeah, it's phenomenal for everyone.
It's good, right?
Well, that was fast.
Wait, did he make a move already? I can't.
It's true.
I can't take that.
Wow.
Can't take that level of speed.
Was made.
It's pretty good.
I can't wait for Cultist to upgrade dig twice and then just dig one of those hexes away. It's like, it will not be good for you, but it will.
It's true, but I don't know.
Like,
George is also Canadian.
Short of being able to do that.
No, there's something to be said that Canadians and Americans play slightly differently. Americans are like, bah, my stuff. And Canadians are like, oh, that's okay. If you wanted to go there, that's totally fine. I'll just go around here and find a different hack. No worries. My apologies. I'll just...
Oh my god.
I don't know that there's a clear correlation, but, I mean, yeah.
This is why there
Bizzell,
were
you will
two
spite
Americans.
dig people's hexes when it's not even good for you.
This is why there were 2 Americans in the F2O finals, and there was only 1 Canadian.
Oh, solid burn. Yeah, it was fair enough.
Oh, God. Well, technically, he's Taiwanese, so we're claiming him anyway. I don't care. He lives in America. We're claiming him.
Yeah, Deep Vanessa's situation has always been complicated in this respect. It was complicated for a professional Magic player, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The flag that's next to him, I do not know if was consistent across tournaments.
Oh, yeah. This is why I just ask people to submit their flag. I don't, and even for International Clash, I was like, I don't know, I'm not going to check your visa, but, just tell me where you're, tell me where you are or where you're from.
I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear that, Bizzell.
I didn't check visa
yes.
statuses?
Yep, you have no idea.
Oh, yeah, because, would you have actually been American? Is that what you're saying?
Could have applied for Brazil.
Oh, that's fair. Okay.
Speaking of which, this is an incredible segue. While we were checking in before the stream, we said that, Bizzell, you were going to rant on about International Clash during the stream, and then you never really did. Well, what can you tell us?
I don't know. There's people playing. Who knows if anybody's doing anything good. Did somebody take a town? Who got a town? Oh, okay. Never mind.
It was a while ago.
Sorry, Bird.
Bizzell, is that seriously going to be your pitch for International Clash on this stream? There's people playing?
No. I'm taking my turn. It's I take 20 seconds for my turns, so I have to focus on them.
I see.
So yeah, International Clash is starting next weekend. There are 4 teams playing. Canada's out for the day, so that'll be fine. Canada's got a rest day. We have 2 new casters that are casting the first game. Mr. Fickles and Danny are actually casting. So
Danny of Weber's chat.
Yeah, of Weber's chat.
Oh, I didn't convert.
The famous
convert power.
Danny.
Yeah, Danny.
Ah, excellent.
So yeah, it'll be a good time. It'll be a very good time.
Look at that half a coin I just lost.
Yep.
Love a good half a coin.
I'll just give up now. The rest of the game was flawless until that blunder.
Am I actually taking? There's no way this can be correct. I'm doing it anyway. I don't care.
Okay. Well, you took a priest. I don't really know what's going on, but I won't worry about it, I guess. Maybe you're sending priest to water. I'm not really sure.
George, it's okay. You
Maybe
can dig
I'm
F2 if you want. I won't be grumpy. Not that you need permission to dig hexes in this game. I don't know why I said that. That was really dumb.
I don't want.
It's literally
It's
not
the
how Terra Mystica
Canadianness
works.
of you. It's
Right,
just like,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
you could, if you want to.
If you want
to do it, it's available.
You can have F2.
He doesn't need it.
So yeah, it's there are gonna be 4 people in voice chat or text chat. There's talk of text chat now. There will be 4 people collaborating for each team, and they will be somehow taking fast moves. I don't know how Canada's doing it because they take 20 years per move as a collective.
It's
But-
true.
I was just thinking about the game team members, man.
But yeah, it's gonna be. There's 5 weeks to watch America get the first seed, and then 1 grand finals where 1 team is eliminated, Canada, and then America then wins the last game, and then they're the grand champions, and that's all that you need to know. Like we're gonna watch that happen.
Mm-hmm.
We get so much time to watch that happen, which is really what I want.
Right.
You are killing me with taking this power.
I'm denying the power. I am denying the power.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. No one else is going to accept it. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but then my priest is less good now.
Well, I have a priest ready to send to fire, so you're not passing me on fire. I'm pretty sure.
That's fair. Yeah, I get it. I had dreams. I had so many dreams.
Bizzell, someone's roasting you for only having posted an international class in Eastern time zone.
Yeah, that's the way we
Do
do
you wish
things.
to defend yourself?
That's the way we've always done in F2O.
Who's we?
We is the word that I use when I want to make my organization seem bigger than it is.
Yeah.
We being Bizzle.
Yeah, we being Bizzle. Thank you for recognizing that. But yeah, no, like I've only used EDT mainly because everybody who plays an international clash is used to that, right? So like they're already used to converting it.
Right.
That's how I feel about it. Also,
Because you live in Eastern time. That's really the reason, though, right?
What?
You live in Eastern time, don't you?
No, I live in Central Time actually.
Oh, that's really weird. Okay.
Yeah, for the first 2 shows of
So
Fire
that's
2
why
Open, I
Fire
was
2
almost
always
an hour
started
late.
late. Yeah. Okay.
No, that's not why it already started. There's technical issues, but no, I like for the first 2 days, I was like, oh, I've got like an hour. I'm doing just fine. I was like, oh my god, it starts in 5 minutes. I'm going to die. So yeah, that's the first Fire 2. Now I've just gotten used to it. It's just like in America, we always just use Eastern time, and we always know like, okay, like I'm 2 hours back from Eastern time.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how we were raised.
Wait a minute. Sorry. I'm just trying to think through. I'm trying to figure out if building a temple and then rebuilding a TP is better than hard digging a dwelling and upgrading a ship. So, building a dwelling and upgrading a ship scores.
Well, that's
3
network points, right? Like that's.
It scores 3 network points because I don't think 14 is going to be matched anyway. I don't think Cultist can match me as it is.
So you tie me for network then?
So building but I have a worth 1. So building a dwelling is 3 network points. The upgrading ship is 5 points. That's 8 points.
Minus 3 for me, and then minus 3 from me. Yeah, so it's 8 to
I
you.
don't think you're doing that well, so I'm not that worried about that.
Burn, but yes, that's fair.
So my other option is the temple for Era 1 and build a TP, which is I think 10 points. Yeah. And I can afford that. Do I get resource points to the other line? 6 and I get like 1. So So I think winning network is not as good. Assuming that I'm right that cultists can't catch me. I think is true.
It looks pretty true.
Yeah, you don't have a town coming. Fakirs definitely can't catch me. So I think 14 is just where I'm going to settle. I'm just going to accept my second place. If I could outright beat you, that'd be one thing, but I can't. So I think this TP for Air 1 and then rebuild the TP line is better.
Yeah, fair enough. It only costs one extra resource.
You know, it would have gone great with that TP. Just a thought.
Fire 3.
Fire 3.
Yeah, I know.
Fire 3 would have been phenomenal with that.
Yeah. It would just basically lose cultists 4 points and change nothing else. So you're right.
That would have given you because you get Air 1. I forgot about that. Okay, well that's not as good. All right, never mind. I'm gonna retract that.
Well, Fire 3's better, but
yeah, it's better, but it's not. Let me just like show you. Let me just talk about how much better it is. Better.
No, this line would be wrong if I couldn't take a good favorite time. Then the other line would be better. But yeah.
Aaron, I'm planning on beating you in every cult.
Thanks.
I just want you to know.
Yeah, I appreciate that. That makes me feel really good.
I think I can. I wish I could do it by 3 in every one, just to make you feel better. Unfortunately, I can't.
Why not?
Yeah. I think
you have 2 more priests.
Right.
I have to use one of those priests to build a trading post.
Well, you don't have to.
No, I have to. No, I have to.
I'm so glad that I put all this effort into a town, which is going to turn into a power town.
Oh, God, no.
And that power is just going to be converted into resource points.
This is what...
So it's like a 7 VP
this
town.
Is the exact point... Okay.
However,
this is the exact...
I'm not really doing anything slightly less optimal. Like, I still need to dig hexes so I can get trading posts and stuff. So it's like, it's fine.
Yeah, you're pretty much doing what you needed to do anyways, but you're getting the extra few points from the town.
The only thing that's slightly unoptimized is basically I'm building a bridge.
Yeah.
And fire 2.
As opposed to, water
Air
3.
1.
I already have Air 1, so...
1. Never mind.
Or just not build the temple. Well, I'd still want the temple because it allows me to build another trading post. So yeah, it's like... I don't know.
Yeah, that was kind of like that was my point when I was talking about like what's the point of the third town is like if you don't have tempo on the third town, you're not getting anything for that third town really.
I mean, yeah.
Like you're getting
it's a good point not to like break your back trying to make it happen. But basically I'm trading 2 workers for 7 victory points because I'm just going to convert that power back into EJ says, but I made it to the moon.
No! Yeah, cultists on this map.
Wait, no? Wait, what did you do?
Oh, no, I was making a joke. I was acting like I was gonna send my priest to water. That wasn't happening.
Not today.
Oh yeah, look at that power town.
Love it.
Beautiful.
Let's see. So Fakirs has a... I guess I'll just randomly jam these priests into fire. I have nothing to do with them. I'm not scoring a resource point anyway unless I get a 1 for 0 leech, and I don't think I'm getting 1 for 0 leech.
Yeah, I don't think it really matters, but technically, I mean, Fakirs aren't going to chase you up it, isn't it?
You should just pass.
Hang on to them in case you get an extra point?
Oh, I guess Fakirs really... Yeah, I guess I just pass.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do here. Or there's nothing to be done.
Okay, whatever. I'll pass. Sure.
Alrighty, and now we're gonna convert this into this, and convert this into this, and then... Okay, good, I don't have to give you a 1 for 0.
So how many people in chat are Magic the Gathering people that are slightly confused as to what they've been watching for the last 2.5 hours?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm curious.
They all know
I don't know that there's a good mechanism for that question to be answered, but I guess they can all just say, hi, I'm a Magic person. I don't really know. Hi! But yeah.
I will really admit that the number of people that actually took advantage of like care about the fact that I tweet this might be very small. I have no idea, but it just seems like a free roll.
Could be thousands though.
Well, it's unlikely to be thousands given there's 24 viewers in this.
Could
But
be thousands.
aside from that small snag, it could be thousands. Yes.
All right. Now we're gonna see if this 3-town cult fakir was good enough.
I think you did pretty well. I don't know if you win. It seems pretty good.
I feel like I did great. I feel like a champion regardless of it won or not.
Oh, my 2 worker town was supposed to
That
be
seems about right.
That was foolish.
Oh, thank God, it's over.
Was that? Oh my gosh! Was it that painful for you to come on my stream just once?
No.
Oh God!
No,
I never
just
have to do this again.
I'm very bad at fakirs. Like I don't play fakirs like how they're supposed to be played. So
You know,
and I think
in a game,
Playing a
you can pick factions you like to play, Bizzle. You don't have to put in factions just because someone else is going to anyhow, and then hate them all.
I got killed. Darn. I guess maybe I overbid. I don't know.
I don't know.
okay.
But the burning down definitely seemed to work out well. I mean,
Am I about to lose this by 1 point? No, 2 points. I'll lose this by 2. Okay. Oh, that hurts. Yeah, I should have been big Colts down a little more.
Or played better.
Close, but no sugar.
You can't when you lose a
Okay,
game by a point. I don't think it's always correct just to say that should have been fixed in auction.
No, I do agree that I made many mistakes other than that.
Yeah.
If only you had taken Fire 2.
I really didn't play perfectly, but I'm not sure.
Or Fire
I
3.
by 13 points.
Oh yeah, that's why you're angry at me, because if I hadn't taken that 1 free coin that I didn't need, which didn't even give me a resource point, mermaids would have had an extra 4 points, and cultists would have had 4 less.
I ended up getting. I wouldn't have had an extra 4 points.
I would have had 4 less points.
Even
Yeah.
4 less than my points weeks.
Yeah. You could have made me, okay?
Yes, it is literally true that if Weber hadn't taken a random power, then that would have been the case. But I don't, it's not a big deal.
Whoa, first observation, I'm just looking at the setup. I just want to point out that I didn't have the longest thinking time.
Oh no, who did?
I was the second fastest. Bizzle was 23 minutes, and then I was 37 minutes. And then George, you were 41, Andrew, you were 42.
Oh no. Wow.
Aha!
Okay. I'm sorry.
Take that.
See, look at that. A smooth 37
played
minutes.
2 games.
I will say, at least I had the dignity to be ashamed of how long I was thinking.
Bizzle also played 15 games of Don't Stop while the stream was going
I
on.
did.
And
I did
chess.
not, sadly. I did actually put in all the times for International Clash though while we were doing this, so that's all done now.
Great.
That's on BGG's website now, so that's cool.
Is there a link to that you want to post in the chat? Just want to
yeah.
make sure that people are keeping an eye on that if they're not already aware. But let's just quickly break down the game. So, what did you guys think? What was sort of the biggest, some of the biggest defining factors for the game? Like some of the biggest decisions that either you made or other people that made that sort of affected the overall texture of the game. Anyone, feel free to jump in. Not everyone talk at once.
Sorry, you told me to look up things, and I got distracted because
Yeah. Bizzle, you look stuff up. George, you talk.
Yeah, let's have George talk. That's smart.
Yeah, I mean, for myself, like anytime. So, the thing is, why people rush Earth 1 is because, assuming like I built 13 structures, so that means I built 11 structures throughout the game, which means if I take Earth 1 first before building any dwellings, that's 22 points. So the reason why people take it is because, yeah, you're usually getting over 20 points from it throughout the game. But in a game where I had no way of knowing this, but by being able to take it like mid-game, I think round 4, and still get 10 points out of it, but I was able to use Air 2. I had 1, 2, 3 rounds of income of Air 2.
Right.
to kind of get my economy going. Probably makes up that difference of 11 points. So if you're able, I guess the takeaway is economy versus points is always a tough choice at the beginning, but if you're able to do economy and then still get the points later, that's always the better option.
Right. Yeah, and it was an interesting decision. Just on that note, there was a point where, pretty early on, I think, Andrew, you could have taken Earth 1, right? I think you had the coins. It mainly would have just delayed worker production a bit more, but you could have...
Yeah, I mean, maybe I should have. I mean, I ended up having a lot of resources in this game, so maybe it would have been worth it, but I had a lot of dwellings down. Let's see. So, I mean, if we look at the final situation, right, I built 1, 2, 3, 4, I think it would have been like 10 points. I think it would have been 12 points for me if I had taken at that point. And 12 is a lot of points. So I don't know, maybe I should have. I mean, I certainly think I made pretty good use of the coins, but there were a lot of coins. It's possible I could have found ways to make it out of that even without it. I don't know. I think it's conceivable that I actually should have taken Earth 1, and maybe I underestimated that in this particular game.
Yeah.
I mean, I will say when you look at like the VP awarded stat, like the stat that ignores auction, it is broadly true that we were correct that like mermaids and engineers are like substantially better than the other two factions. It seems that we were wrong about some micro stuff, like we collectively, as in like what the auction said, and that like the gap might have been smaller than the auction indicated, and also like you scored more than me, like in absolute sense, even with discarding auction, which I'm not sure if that's like I played poorly or if it's just like engineers were actually better than mermaids here. I'm not really too sure, but I do think it's interesting to consider sort of like this total VP awarded stat in like while also considering the auction.
For sure. I think it can be certainly helpful to take a look at that at the end of the game to get like an idea of how the auction went. However, I think there are some factions that should like generally always be very competitive in points, like one alchemists, and I think engineers are the other faction. Like I think engineers probably should score like that number should be generally higher. I think given how much leech engineers generally are willing to take, like it's one of those I don't know, I find in a lot of engineers games you tend to be bid down as to a certain degree, end up taking a lot of leech, and you need to make up for that by scoring a lot more. I think alchemists are obviously an even better example of that. I think the fact that I only had 7 more points scored than you is definitely not correct. Like something's wonky there. I did end up taking I lost 21 victory points to power. That
is a lot.
That is a lot. 46 power gained through structures is awesome. I don't actually have a very good handle on this, to be perfectly honest. I wish I did have a better idea of ratios. I always just sort of look at these things and then like subjectively determine how I feel about them. But 46 for 21 kind of doesn't seem super. Yeah, you had 43 power gained through structures for 13 VP. That's nice. Anyhow, but yes.
Yeah, I guess mine was a little bit more efficient, but like I will point out that like there were concerns from the setup that like mermaids like get locked out of the leech party, not get leech.
Yes.
And I think that was not really borne out by the game. It turns out that like kind of just like being in good places where there's a lot of action ends up over the course of the game getting me plenty of leech, even if I didn't have it like immediately.
Right.
Although obviously early leech is better. I don't know.
Yeah. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Okay, I was just gonna say I think that was one of my best decisions. Was right the first round was upgrading C3 instead of H4. Just denying that first round leech to engineers was pretty huge.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't able to take the worker action.
Right.
And because you guys had already upgraded. Engineers were already at temple, fakirs were at trading house, meant I was going to get more leech out of mermaids upgrading with me on C3 at the beginning.
Right.
Well, at the same time denying engineers and fakirs that leech.
Yeah.
And I actually set you up to do that. Like as I mentioned in the game, but I like built the dwelling over upgrading because I was worried that if I upgraded, it would cause you to upgrade south. But I thought that if I built a dwelling, you would upgrade north, and therefore I wanted to entice you to upgrade near me. So I feel like the two of us played that situation quite well on the whole.
Yeah, for sure.
I like left you an opening, and then you took it to like kind of basically annoy Weber. But yeah.
Yeah, so I think one of Mermaid's big problems here is like I said before, right? Is that they had to take a trash opening tile, right? Like you're down 6 coins because you can't get the priest. You're up 3 points, but like, does it really matter that much, right? It's just so not good, and almost everything broke right for you this game. So like either there were problems with your play, or they were overbid. And
I didn't play perfectly. I think basically. So I think I actually didn't need to take the first worker town that I took. I think, and like I ended the game with 2 workers in my hand. I needed to take 1 worker town over the first game, but I didn't need 2. So my first worker town could have been a higher VP town. But even if that were true, I don't do that well in the game. And I mean, I may have made other mistakes. I'm not claiming to play perfectly other than that, but like that's the only thing that springs to mind to me. I probably like maybe other errors, but I don't think I made sufficient numbers of errors to account for the point. So I suspect that they were overbid in the end.
Yeah,
I agree. I had to dig G7, which I had to hard dig that, and that felt so wrong. It ended up being correct because I was able to connect without having without taking a ship down.
Yeah, for sure.
So
that's really awesome. Yeah, you had pretty nice towns. Like it's not super often that I see 3 town fakirs, and particularly none with a flight town.
Yeah,
I
was happy overall with my game. I think I made some silly mistakes. Like not. Let's see, what was the first? I think I should have dug. I don't know. There were mistakes that I made in this game. There were 100% mistakes that I made in this game.
Just going back to someone in chat, Ghostly was asking how many flights fakirs did here. It doesn't look like many. I just it was 4. I'm trying to count where exactly. You started on I4 and flew to I6, and then you flew over to H7.
H7, B6,
and then
A9.
B6, A9, yeah.
I see. So you flew to A9 and then dug B7 back. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
I should have done a carpet flight and a dig. I should have figured out a way to do that. Like I think that would have won me the game.
Right.
Chat says if you built a dwelling instead of a TP, it's actually more points relative to cultists because they were 1 ahead of you in network, and it's enough to make you win.
Yeah.
I think we tied then, right?
Yeah, I think we tied then.
I mean, you can read the.
Someone's saying it was a tie in chat.
You had the dwelling pass tile, so you should.
Oh yeah, I forgot I had the dwelling pass tile as well. That puts me at 2 more. Yeah, that probably would have won me the game. So yeah, that was my mistake.
What I'll say, speaking personally, is like I don't think that I could have played. So okay, in this game, cultists and fakirs didn't get in each other's way like basically at all, and I'm not sure that was foreseeable from the auction, but it did work out that way. And I think like a lot of the time when there were like 2 color neighbors and like 2 factions without neighbors in the auction, like a lot of things come down to like the ability of the color neighbors factions to not fight.
Yeah.
And so I do think it worked out very well. But that said, I mean, I also think it kind of worked out foreseeably well. Like if I was cultist, I wasn't going to start at D8. Like I feel like none of us were planning to start at D8 as cultists, and therefore, I don't know. I kind of wish I had been on cultist more. I don't think I could have played Bizzell's fakirs game. It's like no fights fakirs. I don't think I'm capable of that. Maybe Bizzell is, but that's cool. But I do kind of regret not fitting on cultist more.
I am the cultist fakirs.
Someone's asking, did you count the air 1? I wasn't exactly following that calculation, but I think you guys were determining like a different route for Bizzell to win the game. Oh no!
Oh yeah.
No. Someone else is talking. Weber passes on water. Or are they counting my points?
Oh well, Air One does.
That means it's only 1 more point. Bizzell's line is still worse, but now it's not enough for us to tie.
Right.
Yeah, it's whatever. Like it's. Like, I think there were more macro oriented
tie, but then you might not have been able to send those priests to water.
Yeah, I lose.
So you might have lost a point there as well.
Yeah. there were other things that I did wrong that were I think more important than that. That were like worse.
I'll let these guys wrap up in a second with sort of final thoughts, but just before people sort of take off, I just wanted to sort of extend a bit of a pitch to any of the people watching that if any of you are interested in jumping onto one of these games, that would be really awesome. I'm always looking for new players to play, and even next Friday, I have seats to fill. So if anyone's interested in playing, reach out to me, DM me on BGA, or you can find me on Discord. And don't worry about it if you're not like expert level. The point of this is not necessarily to have a table that's always stacked with expert level players. In fact, I'm looking to have a bit of a mix. It makes the conversation different when you have people who are coming into playing Terra Mystica from sort of different backgrounds and levels of experience and stuff like that. So don't worry about it if your elo isn't super high or anything like that. If you're rather newer to the game, that's super great. Just let me know. I'd love to connect with you and get you on the show. Any last thoughts from any of you guys before we wrap up for tonight?
I have posted in the chat as to why America will win.
Okay.
That's the best thing I have.
I asked you to post some information about the international clash, and you post why Team America will win international clash. That's great. Thanks, Bizzell.
I posted the information for international clash. That's all that you need to know.
Okay. That's great.
Can you tell I'm American?
Yes.
Yeah, that much is clear. Yeah, I don't really have any final thoughts. Yeah, it was an interesting game, an interesting auction. Happy to be here. Like, pretty happy with the way I played, even though I came in fourth, which is, a process over results, etc. But yeah, GG's all, I guess.
Awesome. Well, thanks so much.
It was a lot of fun. Thanks, Weber.
For sure. And if you guys are ever interested in playing again, let me know. I'd love to have you on again. Yeah, so thanks so much for you guys for coming on and playing, and thanks so much for everyone for jumping into chat and for chatting with us and stuff like that. It's been really, really great. I know I've certainly learned a thing or two. I hope this was helpful as well for other folks. So we'll catch you again on another stream. We'll probably be doing this next Friday at the usual time. So hope to catch you then. Bye for now, everyone.
Later.